Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 16th day of the third month, being March 2024. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well wishers onto this hallowed platform. Today is a special day, as you may know. And mind you, we are live and direct on different platforms, including in parts of Biafra land. FM stations are all talking in many parts of Biafra land. 102.1. You can hear us through that. 102.1. Please tune in. Also, you can be listening to us on IPOB Community Radio. Download IPOB Community Radio. It is a low data consuming application, but nonetheless, you can also, as another choice, you can also download Simple Radio. Simple Radio carries our Radio Biafra London, so that even if our community radio is a bit down or one way or the other, you can have a choice by tuning in to other. We are on satellite also. On social media, we have multiple platforms that is streaming our voices live, including ipob.org, ipob.org. Other, we have Biafra TV, we have IPOB Rapture Media, we have Radio Biafra House of Service. There are myriads of them. Therefore, without taking any much time, I'll bring in our GOC, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, to take the center stage. Mazi, please, over to you. Start by giving us your introductory message, please.
Mazi Chinedu, Ndewo Nwa Chineke. I
There
hope
wo-
I'm coming out very clear.
You are.
Okay, thank you. Biafras and all the lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. And Mazi Chinasa Nworu comes from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. Today, 16th of March, I come to you all for this special program. I never recall or remember that today is exactly 1 year. I was also on Radio Biafra. By this same time, it was our brother Benjamin Madbu who did that screenshot and sent it for me and told me, Mazi, can you see that you today exactly is 1 year you were also on air exactly. It is not a coincidence for me, but I think it's divine, because anything we do in this struggle is ordained by Chukwokika Abiyama. And I hope that today will be a special program, a special day, because as all of us are in this journey, it's our duty, the duty of the leadership of IPOB, to come on air to direct, clarify, inform our people on certain things. Some of them are confused, some of them are being misinformed, and maybe they do not have any way to reach the leadership of IPOB personally. There are people who do send messages. I'm sure their questions are being answered. But it is very, very necessary that from time to time we come on air, not just only to talk to our people, but we give our people the opportunity for them to ask questions so that the questions can be answered. That is why we make this kind of special programs. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu laid down this foundation, laid down this program. He was doing it, and it is our duty to continue, because we found out that it is very, very necessary, and it helps to carry along our people who sometimes they claim they are being misinformed because we have a lot of YouTubers, we have a lot of people peddling fake information about the struggle. And we know it is something that one should expect because we are fighting the Nigerian government. This is a state. They have all the resources to misinform the people. They have all it takes to try to disorganize people. They have all it takes, the money, the personnel, trying to dislodge IPOB. And sometimes people think they will come by fighting you. They are not going to kill. Why they are killing some, they will be misinforming some. They will be sabotaging. They will be dislodging the ones that fall on their way. And that is why we have to, from time to time, educate our people. Because the situation we found ourselves, we are a people that has been misinformed for decades. Since after the Civil War, our people have been misinformed. And like I said one certain time, that it is in the benefit of Nigerian government to continue to misinform and deceive our people so they can maintain their victory over Biafrans. They are not going to stop. They will tell fake stories. They will try to disorganize whatever we are doing. They will try to give our own narration. But thanks to Chukwukikabiama that today we have Radio Biafra. We have many hardcore Biafrans who sprang up all over the world through the call of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today IPOB is closing that gap. Today IPOB is doing the needful. And I want also to use this opportunity to tell our people, we must learn to be very, very strategic and learn to be very, very smart in executing anything we are doing. Because it is for the interest of Biafra. We can see how it is all happening in Nigeria. We can see what is happening in the northern part of Nigeria. It is time, sometimes there are certain things you will do. You now wait to see how it will all roll out, how it will all manifest. As it is happening in the north, it is time for us to remind them what is happening because they may want to give it a total media blackout. The Nigerian police, the Nigerian soldiers are in the streets of Biafra land, molesting, extorting, and killing Biafrans. While in the north, a whole local government, a whole community, let me say community is too small. Local government, there is no police officer, there is no soldier. Kidnappers, Fulani bandits are walking into this local government, kidnap people in their numbers, and walk away. While the Nigerian police, the Nigerian military, civil defense, all of them are blocking roads, extorting our people in Biafra land. This is the time to remind people what is happening. Presently, the north is not a place one can travel or encourage anyone to go there because the kidnapping is out of control. It is totally out of control. And they won't tell you, they won't want anybody to remember it. They won't want anybody to even tell the world what is happening in those areas. But it is Biafrans that we tell the world what is happening there, happening in our own land. It's our duty to educate our people. People should know that one thing that brings Nigeria together, the West and the North, is to make sure that Biafrans are subjugated at every time, at any time they get the opportunity. We have seen what happened during their elections. Therefore, do not interfere what is happening between the Southwest and the Northern Nigeria. Do not. Your duty is to watch and see what is happening because the moment you step inside into this crisis, you are the one that will be killed, You are the one that they will arrest, and you are the one they are going to use in their settlement. Our duty is to make sure, as they are putting up all this fight, what they did to Jonathan, they have started it with Tinubu. It is our duty to strategically wait, strategize, to strike at the right time, because what happened to us all these years, we shall never allow it to repeat itself. This leadership of IPOB, we know what we are doing, we know how we are strategizing, and I bet you the northern Nigeria will be refugees in Biafra land in no time. Mazi, I will stop here so that we can open the line. We can answer questions that Biafrans want to ask, and from there, any clarification and more things I want to say, I will go ahead to say it. Thank you so much.
There, woman. Before I open the line, there is something I want you to also put your mouth on. What do you talk about, or what do you tell those that are, saying or feeling that they are confused? They will stop contributing their quota to this struggle. Some of them say, "I'll wait until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out." Mazi, what do you have to tell them in a nutshell, so that before I the lines, please?
Mazi, I will tell you something. They are not confused, but they are betrayers. I don't classify those people who were contributing in this struggle. I do not classify them as those that are confused. Only those who do not understand the ethics or the ideology for the Biafran or for the IPOB struggle can say, I don't understand. Maybe they joined this struggle when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, out of the sympathy they have with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Biafra, maybe when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, they say we don't understand, or no. But those who were in IPOB and suddenly they said, we are not going to contribute. We will wait only when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. We start to. I call them betrayers and saboteurs at the same time, because as they claim they are sitting on the fence, they are also discouraging people. They are also giving negative vibes to people who are supporting this struggle, because they have already made up their minds to say, I'm not going to do anything for this struggle. I won't contribute. We know countries, we know people who they don't want to contribute any longer. They said, we are not going to contribute because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inside. I don't understand what is happening. I don't know if it is to follow his brothers. I don't know if these are all excuses. They know. They know who to follow. They know that in this struggle, if this struggle is something that is not structured, by now nobody will be here. By now, many of us will be hunted like rabbits. But those particular people, personally, somebody like me, it will be very difficult for me to forgive them, because I consider them an internal enemy. And also, there are another group of people, I don't know how to classify them. They're also in the same level. Those that in the morning they are white, in the evening, money mongers who step into this struggle. It is all about money, what they will benefit. And they have never, in one way or the other, contributed in this struggle. You see them on social media talking, even things they know and things they do not know. They are also another threat. But I thank you, Kabeme. We have learned how to deal with this kind of people. We have classified them where they belong. And I tell you, none of them, they will regret. It is better you don't even come to talk what you don't know and later. But you see, some of them, that they come out, they claim that they don't know or they know. their duty is to carry out fake information, blackmail, Mazi, they will ever regret even being part of this movement when the time comes. They will regret. I will stop here, Mazi.
There were Mazi. Talking about fake news and misinformation, it just entered my also because there is some information by some people giving out about how please I want you to also I want you to also say this. Are there people by the members of the DOS being paid by IPOB, please?
Mazi Chinedu, you know this question for more than 3 years now. Our leader, let's say, getting to 3 years, our leader is in detention. Every time I come on radio, I do this clarification. I don't know maybe why you repeated this question again because I have seen a new video people are circulating again about this one of these guys whom we know. I think he's currently under suspension. The snake will. Okay, Mazi. No, but I mean this because sometimes people will say, I came across, I didn't want to address it, but since you asked the question, let me go ahead. Mazi, as long as I know, there is nobody, there is no member of the DOS, the ones I know, do you understand me? Excluding Madam Finance, there is nobody in the DOS I ever heard or know that is being paid. There is nobody. Mazi, you know, blackmail are very easy for people to carry out. Let me say this thing because when they continue blackmail, somebody must set the record straight. Mazi, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, there were people under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He used to take care of them. He used to pay. I don't know. I am not deep in. There are things maybe they are doing for him. They do those things for the Biafra struggle. They, on a monthly basis, I think he used to take care of that thing. Now, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, while he is inside the detention, as long as I know, many of them were coming to Mazi Chika Idoziem. They were sending messages. They were reporting to him that we used to do this. This is what they normally, do you understand me, do these services for IPOD. They were certain individuals, and I'm not going to make the people I know, I'm not going to make it open. This report was sent to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the Kuje, in DSS custody. Said, is there anything like this? Is there anything like this, like this, like this person, this person, this person? This is the number of people that they said like this. This is what is being done for them on a monthly basis. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, yes, there are people. I do take care of this and this and this. Okay, please, on a monthly basis, to continue that service I was doing with them on a monthly basis, he said a $2,000 should be assigned to the office of the HOD so that he can use that money to be settling those bills that he used to take care of while he was outside. Mazi, does it mean that Chike Dozem is being paid? I'm asking a question.
Of course not.
Does this mean that Chike Dozem is being paid? This is direction of, we don't even, Chike Dozem do not know these people until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a rendition. And the messages were coming, and a message was sent for them. This message was sent to Mazi. Mazi Doziem first brought out this thing in some of the meeting we're having. Said, do you know about this? We said, we don't know. Do you know about this? We said, we don't know. He said, okay, I will forward this thing because this is the first time I'm hearing these words. He sent it, and Onyendu confirmed it. And Onyendu said, okay, these people, no, it must continue on the line. Every month, give $2,000. Give $2,000 to these people so they can be able to continue to solve those problems. Mazi, that is all. That is
Which
assigned to
means,
the
Mazi,
office.
which means, in a clearer form. Now that $2,000 will be given to our HOD. Now he will use it and settle what he's supposed to settle.
Those,
yes.
That is it.
Okay.
That is it.
Now some people are now blackmailing it that as long as their money is going to him, he is the person using it. I now understand.
Mazi, let me say it very clear. Mazi Chike Doziem, I don't know some of you who know about Switzerland. What? Health insurance for Switzerland is 500 euro. 500 euro on a monthly basis. He owns his small business. He takes care of himself. This is a man we know have contributed. I mean, this is a man that most times IPO people, he contributes 1,000 euro on many occasions. What are they talking? What are they talking? Mazi, this is just they want to continue making blackmail. Like I said, there is nothing of that nature. There is nothing like that. Thank you.
Well, there, Mazi. Now, I think is as you said, it's better we go into the interactive session. We go into just a few minutes, if not few seconds break, so that when we come back now, we said it's better we go into the interactive session. We go into just a few minutes, if not few seconds break, so that when we come back now.
Saint Patrick's Day, 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 Saint Patrick's Day.
Wow, another St. Patrick's Day is here for IPOB Island.
Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom in Ireland and around the world
as we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day parade in County Limerick, Ireland.
Date: Sunday, 17th March 2024.
Time:
12 noon.
Venue:
Limerick City Center. IPOB Dublin Zone Assembly Point. Red Cow Tram Station. Off Junction 9, M50/N7 exit. Gathering time 8 a.m. prompt. Departure time 9 a.m. prompt. Host
IPOB Limerick. For more information, please contact
Mazi Benjamin Anyanwu 089-249-0835. Coordinator.
Gathering Point, St. Patrick Event IPOB location number 33. Join us live here on Facebook.
Mazi Isaiah Oba, IPOB Deputy European Representative 089-264-8931. Mazi Charles Mba, IPOB Island National Coordinator
085-1434-454.
IPOB PRO Mazi Charles Ibebubu 087-746-3304.
IPOB Limerick Coordinator Mazi Chochi Cosmas and Ben Anya 089-249-0835. or 089-960-1378.
Mazi CJ Duru, IPOB Doubling Coordinator, 089-959-1330. COP Coordinator, Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo, 085-284-2767.
IPOB Waterford Coordinator, Mazi Philip, 087-1659-162. IPOB Donda Coordinator, Mazi Chinedu Duru, 087-275-6267.
IPOB Carry Coordinator, Mazi Ugochukwu Keke Iheme, 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Signed, Mazi Stephen Chukwuemeka, IPOB Island National Secretary, 085-868-3440.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through our General Officer Commanding Mazi Chinasa Nworu is here with me in order to take your questions. And today, therefore, our lines are now opened. I know people are calling already, but we announced this that you but in even the FM 102.1, please. You can also record this program in order to send it, to share it in WhatsApp forums for clarity's sake. Therefore, as I said, we are on CHK 102.1 in different parts of Biafra land, including Anambra, including Olo, including Uruala, all these places and more, we are there. Our voices are coming out clear as crystal. Therefore, we are taking questions first, and our lines are now opened. Please, I will, limit the questions to two questions. If you have multiple, please make it to be two, because there are people that will come, they want to ask 5 or 6 questions at a time. Before you finish even asking the number 2, maybe we forget the remaining. Please limit it to 2 so that everything will be in the limits of 4 minutes maximum. If you are contributing also, please make it limited to 4 minutes maximum. I say maximum, so that we can accommodate as many questions as we could. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line, as usual, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. That is our direct line, studio line. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is the same number, which goes as +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. On Signal, please continue calling. I will be accepting you so that you can call. I will be there accepting your request so that you can call in. Please do not decline, just continue. I have a caller, the first caller. Please make it worthwhile. You are the first caller, Mazi Joe Agafe. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
I can hear you clearly, sir.
There were Mazi. There were.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Please go on.
Thank you. Okay, sir. Thank you. Good evening, Biafrans. This is Mazi Joe.
Mazi, please go on. Can you hear me? Go on, please.
Hear you. Okay. Mazi, I greet you, our GCO.
Oh, Mazi, just hold on. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Can you? Are you speaking? Please continue. Go on. Let me see.
Can you hear me? Mazi, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Thank you. A very great greetings to our GOC. I greet all Biafrans. Here is Mazi Joe, all the way from Germany. Our GOC, my question is bordering on the area of disinformation, information. There was a time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about, he was asking how prepared our people are about if they can cope with propaganda. And our people do not know that propaganda is a part of war. And our people do not understand that we are at war at the moment. War is being waged against us on our land. And disinformation information is part of the is part of war. It's part of the war machine. So I know that you have spoken more on this information thing. The reason why I'm calling is for our people listening out there to sit down and ask themselves questions. Not that not because of the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the dungeon of the DSS, that they should all step back, that they start hearing rumors, informations, and they start thinking evil or bad things against the DOS. What the DOS is doing today is so enormous that they won't understand. I know many IPOB members, officials that have drawn themselves back from the work at hand. Many of them are saying that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been held by by Nigeria, that they cannot continue contributing their own quota to the IPOB efforts, in everything that is happening. But they forget, or they do not understand that we are at war. This war, this century that we are in now, is all about propaganda. Look at what's happening between the US, Russia, Iran, all of them. There is propaganda flying all around. The Nigerian government has the money. They have the wherewithal to use it against us. And our people can easily fall into it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like he knew something was going to happen to him before he mentioned that statement that, can you undo propaganda? Propaganda is being used against our people, and they are falling so easily against it. So, my GOC, thank you so much. My own is just to contribute to what you have spoken about. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Bye.
There were Mazi Joe. There were Mazi Chinasa. Do you have anything to add there, or should I take another call?
Mazi, take another call. I think he just went straight to the point.
Yes.
And advised our people. So let's move forward. Thank you.
There were caller on signal. Mazi Chidepere. Can you hear me? Please go on. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan. Can you hear my mic come now?
You are coming out crystal clear. Please go on.
Okay. First of all, good evening to Biafrans and lovers of freedom. And also greetings to our GOC on Mazi Nworu. I will go straight to the question, Mazi. My question is on propaganda, like the last caller just said, but I will go direct to my question, which is, sometime in the past we saw a report, Mazi, from the Nigerian Military Command saying that they have destroyed a camp in Osumohu called ESN camp, which we know by every indication, even by some publications that has been made by our Powerful publicity secretary that we have no camp in such areas. But now Nigeria Army is coming out to say that we have these camps. So please, if you can clarify us on that, that is number one, Mazi. And they went ahead also to make a claim. This is the second one, that they discovered a ESN a camp in Delta State where they have drones. Yeah, we are manufacturing drones, which are lies we all know. But Mazi, if you can put more light on those issues so that people will know, because they are spreading some of this falsehood and they are pushing it to their international friends to tarnish our image, whereas they know that there is no fact in what they are saying.
There
Mazi,
were.
this is my question.
There were. Mazi Nasta.
Mazi, thank you so much for that particular question. It is a very, of course, I will say I expected this question today. Mazi, we must continue to tell our story. We must continue to tell the world who we are. We must continue to tell our people the truth, because in this battle where we found ourselves, lies will destroy our people. When we tell lies to our people without telling our people the truth, people will be misled. Mazi, I can remember vividly the day I came out on Radio Biafra. That was on 14th December 2021. After the Anambra election, I came up here, I start to tell our people that criminals, that they have imported criminals and they have organized criminals to use the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB to commit heinous crimes, so that the international community, because so far it is only Nigeria that have been able to tag IPOB a terrorist group. And they want to tag IPOB, they want IPOB to be called a terrorist group internationally, so that IPOB members across the globe will be affected if they succeed, or if they succeed by saying this person is an IPOB, they are a terrorist group, they are committing crimes. That is what Nigeria wants to achieve. And along the line, we saw people that was pushing on this narrative. We have already won this war. Nigeria is just, they are struggling. What they are doing now is they're just trying to, struggle to redeem their image, because we have already won them in that particular aspect. Mazi, from that day, I have mentioned about Osumogu. I mentioned about Lil. I mentioned about Osihito. All those Osihitenasa, all those areas, I have said it and said it and said it, that we do not have any IPOB family, any IPOB, ESN camp in those places. Even to the extent the leadership have abolished coordinators in those areas, so that there will be nobody who will do anything wrongly and name our coordinators in that places, those that we have already removed as coordinator, closed down families. Some of them have left Olu, because at a point they were going after the coordinators, they were killing some of our members in Olu. They were asking them, do you belong to IPO? Do you support GOS? If they know that you are defending the GOS, you will be killed. There are many people that have been killed in that particular place. So Mazi, this since 2 years, since December, this is 2 years plus, we are fighting and telling the people. The Nigerian military knows, the Nigerian government knows, the DSS knows. Mazi, in the mother value where they say they entered, you saw it there. One of the criminal leader, you saw it. He wrote his name in that place and told them that they are Liberation Army. So at the end of the day, how are they tagging it on IPO? It's just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case is around the corner. They want to use it to continue to tarnish the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continually remain in detention. That is all what it's all about. So they can't tell this story without calling IPOB. Mazi, IPOB or ESN do not have any presence. The moment criminality started in that place, IPOB pulled everybody, even family members. Mazi, one thing is, one day in this struggle, on this Radio Biafra, we will bring out a flyer and I will hand over some communications to Radio Biafra host, and I will ask them to play them on Radio Biafra. I will ask them to play them. It will be a jingle. Why I will do that? But I'm waiting for the military and the also people to finish all their rigmaroles they are doing with the name of IPO. I will play to the world the voices of many of the prominent Oro people who are committing crimes, killing themselves, political assassination, business assassination, what they are doing in Oro. Those that gave somebody 3 million to connect them to hope, the person refused to connect them to hope. When the guy starts speaking that he refused to connect them to hope, the guy sent people to go and kill him. He sent these criminals to catch him, and they slaughtered the man. And also, the DSS know all.
And they will target to ESN.
And they will target Mazi. When I am waiting, let all people finish. You see, also people, I'm waiting, let them finish. When they finish tagging IPOB names, I will play on this Radio Biafra the voices of many of their prominent men from a Lord Maybe to our COC, our cover, or what they call you. All of them. Thank you. Mazi, I will play their audio conversations, the problems they are having within themselves, and they are killing businesses, power tussle, who will be with hope, who will work, even those who were working with hope, who were criminals working with hope. What they are good is an assassination, and they do those things and they tell you it is IPO. I have most of the audio records, and we are not going to play it now, but we are going to play it one day. We are also going to, we keep it because we will use it to play for some foreign missions who will ask us about those things. We have their audio, many of them. What they are talking, when you listen to those audio, you will find that there is nothing concerning IPOB in what is happening in Oslo. There is nothing. They are raping, killing. These are 70% of them are from Ebony State, imported inside Ebony State. Land disputes. These are people committing all kinds of crimes, but they are putting it on the head of IPO. The DSS have the intelligence. They know before they entered inside that border value, the DSS tapped their radio conversation. The DSS was they tapped their radio conversation. They used to hear everything they were saying before they successfully invaded in that place. And how did they invade? It is the same people, the Sky, who is a cousin to Butuzo. You will hear all those things. They were in the prison. These were armed robbers before. These were people that were armed robbers before. And when it happened, they found themselves with hope to become a governor. You understand me? They all came out committing crime in the name of IPO. The records are straight. If they doubt us, let them doubt us. As I am speaking on the radio this night, let these guys say, we do not have any internal rift in our place. That all these things, let them come out and tell me that the people there are IPOB. These are people, today they answer Liberation Army, today they answer Omooma. I have come on radio and tell people there is nothing like Omooma in IPO. I have said it here. Today, all of them knew what happened to them. Sky was a former corporate, somebody who ran away from them, who escaped from the prison. He was not IPOB member. He has never been a member of ESN, but he is part of the people. And how did they enter there? It is still the same sky. Were they not among the people that made Hope goes on them money? Hope handed them over money. Some say it was 13 million, some say it's 17 million. With the one they call Isioma Mputo Malika. The drink that they came with, I 100% sure because the DSS tracked them through the back road they used to enter that valley. Through the back road, they used to enter that valley. And what they are showing you is that they enter the place. DSS do not want to, Army do not want to show you the number of people they killed. They killed many of them. People were captured alive, but they don't like to show it to the public because they know if they show it to the public, more things will happen. Those people will, if they interview them, those people will say we are. Mazi, let me tell you, IPOB do not have anything. Let me give you one example. One of these days, we got a report that some of them that escaped from Nigeria, they escaped to a country, which I do not want to mention the names because somebody was asked, he went to an IPOB family to claim that he is a member of IPOB. So the coordinator, of course, is well informed, asked him, what is your zone? He said his zone is Tango 1. He said his zone is Tango 1. They told him, who is your coordinator? He said his coordinator is Gentle de Yahoo. Mazi, can you understand? In Osui, he took, can any IPOB member come out and tell us that we have any unit called Tango 1? Tango 1, it is the hideout for the criminals. He came, he thought that the people he was talking will never decode. The coordinator immediately decoded, said, no, Mazi have said this thing on radio, and he called me to confirm. He told me, Mazi, there is somebody who came here say he belonged to a member of. I told him, you did well, and we are going to take serious steps on those ones. Mazi, IPOB does not have any unit, any functioning family. When criminals took over our law in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we bound everything there since 2021. Many of our coordinators were killed. Our Oru commander was killed by Sky because the Oru commander found out they came to collect money. On that day, every Sunday they were sharing 150,000. He didn't know that the Oru commander came in there. Surprisingly, they saw him and they ambushed him when the guy came and informed us. So this is what happened. They found out and they ambushed our Oru commander and they killed him. That was as early 2021, 2022. Now, Mazi, you come to the drone facility, they said, the military, the Nigerian government people, say is 5 and 6. They are liars. Mazi, IPOB, ESN. I watched the video. The boy was talking there. The boy was telling them, even the mother and the father was being interviewed in that video. They never mentioned they have IPOB. The parents of that boy were talking that the boy is something the boy learned, like a natural something. The boy know how to build, repair guns. He's like a talented boy who fixed those things.
It's his passion. I watch it. He says it's his passion. Yes, right from childhood.
It's his passion. He said right from childhood. Even the drone that he was building it, he's just a young boy who liked to build all those things. The parents were talking. Now, ask yourself, how does this connect with IPO? The boy himself was speaking. That he don't know them, he don't chat, they just bring him things he don't even know, just people, because he know how to do those things. How did that thing now have to do with IPO? In no way that thing have anything but just to blackmail IPO. Mazi, let me tell you, any day Nigerian military will go where we are, we will come on radio and shout about it. Let everybody know that. Any day, these people will come and say, hey, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. Against ESN, Mazi, we will come on radio and we will tell the world that these people have come to find our trouble. We will not keep silent. We will not keep silent. So anything they are talking, any day they come to where we are, we will shred them on international media. They know it is provocation. They know. So we don't want to start talking. Maybe somebody will say, anytime something happens, if they say we say it is not we, it is not we. We will not claim who we are not. Somebody came also, like what you said. He said, why these people they are doing it? Not quite of Alhaji Kaina Chirefi. I told him on when Alhaji Kaina Chirefi. We are not on when Alhaji Kaina Chirefi. Those people are not doing. We are not going to answer names that we did not do anything. We don't want that kind of name. Nobody should come and tell us. We have our roadmap. We have our strategy. We know we cannot commit crimes against our people because we want to restore Biafra. We are not. Even people have done this struggle a lot of harm. Still, some people are talking. We believe they can talk. They have their freedom to talk. But when you come to dare our life, that is when we will show you that this is IPO. The Nigerian military knows. They run around places calling IPOB, but they know if they dare come to where ESN are handling people, we will come here and tell the world. And we will defend ourselves. Because we realize that the Nigerian military, most of them are also part of the criminal and kidnapping gangs in Biafra land. They assemble some of their boys. They assemble them in the bush. They hand them over guns. They negotiate. Because when you look at people that are being carrying out those crimes, telling you they are collecting from somebody 200 million, do you think that it is those people in the bush collecting that money? Many military officers, when they're coming to the east, they will bring cows. It's a strategy. So, Mazi, there is nothing connecting IPOB. If you want, I can go out after this program. I will pull out all our press release. Very clear, we have nothing to do in Osihito, in Lille, in all those places. We have nothing. Not today, not tomorrow. And those places are blacklisted in IPOB activities because of the level of. Let me tell you, while IPOB blacklisted all those areas, we are not just saying we don't have anything to do with it. There are many reports, there are many things that happen in that place that IPOB said, no, we cannot move, we cannot even condone any, we will shut everything down. Mas, let me tell you, some of the people in IPOB, when they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, immediately they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bring out their colors. Some were criminals. They got a big opportunity when their chief infiltrator came and told them, because he was looking for people desperately who will support him. Mazi, some of them opened POS machines that they became a partakers of kidnapping, ransom from kidnapping. They became partakers. Now, when they kidnap somebody, they quickly, I think you see the military say they saw POS machine in those places. Some of them are people from that community, from also. Do you know that some of them, they open POS machine, people don't even, or some people, the kind of criminality functioning in their blood is unbelievable. What is happening in also? Some of them open POS machine. When somebody comes to spend, let me use this also to give our Biafrans and everybody a very important information to save you and save. It is happening in also. Maybe it can happen in another place. Some people go to send money. Let me tell you what they are doing there. Some people go to send money in POS. He goes to a POS man. He said, hey, bro, I have 1 million. I want to send money for somebody. All these people selling, can you transfer this money? Maybe because you don't want to use the money cash to move. Can you transfer this money to me in this account? When you go to the POS man, the POS will say, oh, I don't have enough cash. So can you come in the evening or early in the morning? I don't have enough money in my POS account, but in the morning I can make the transfer for you. He knows him. When the guy left from there to his house, they will put a call to some of these criminals. That is what many of them were doing. They will put a call. They will call you and say, bro, come, this man came to send 1 million. I told him he just went back with the money. In the following morning, you find out that man has been killed. They have sent somebody. Even some of them in Rode, some of them in also have their brothers inside that criminal group. Some of them have their friends. There was a case, somebody, after selling some goods, they give him cash. He came there to pay somebody around 5 million in one of the POS to transfer for his account. He told him, come in the morning. He called one of his brother, who is a member of this thing. In the following morning, they go and kill. And he have already taken that money from that guy. He told him in the morning, when the money is this, I will transfer. That is how they killed that guy. Nobody know he brought money to him. Mazi, these are the kind of crimes happening in Osu. Mazi, before that, Ebonyi people, especially from Ohuku axis, not Izi, from Ohuku axis. Most of the boys recruited there were the people who brought slaughtering people with knife. They are the people that brought it in Osu. Raping, taking women, people's wife. I will play the voice. As they are blaming us, or some people are blaming each other. They are big men. They are blaming themselves. So anybody coming to tell you IPOB, tagging IPOB, I am saying it, we cannot, on no any occasion, on no account, will IPOB have anything to do in Osu. Nothing. Not just only, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, you remember they were telling people that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, he is going to also. The level of criminality and the level of crime they committed in the name of IPOB. Most of you saw the military. Most of you saw the military. As they were dancing in the market, they did flyers. IPOB Bundojo, IPOB bad evil people. Most of you saw it. How many people went to counter those things? Every day we come on radio. When you see those things, you attack. Because they have a purpose, they are doing it. They have a purpose, what they are doing is just to kill the dog by giving him a bad name. Mazi, all these places you have said, we do not have anything to do in those places. Anywhere we have something, we will tell our people have come. They have found our trouble. And we will never be afraid, or we are never going to deter to confront them whenever they come inside the bushes where we are protecting our land. We are not going to deny it. We are not going to run away from it, but we are not going to accept what we are not responsible of. We are not going to cover it. Anaga Mahama, Ndewo Chineke.
Mazi, I had somebody on direct line, but I think he cannot wait so long. It's understandable. Let me go to caller on WhatsApp. You have been there since 25 minutes waiting. Please start by giving us your name and where you're calling from, if you may. Now you go straight to the point. Please let us remove preambles, please. Caller on direct line, on WhatsApp. Please go on.
Well, I'm good evening, my brother.
There, what?
Are you hearing me?
The whole world
Yeah, I
is
want to
hearing
ask our brother, our Mazi Chinasa Nworu, a pertinent question. And I will oblige you if you can give me a little time to explain myself so that you can give us a
go on, no preamble, limited everything
my
to
name,
4 minutes.
My name remain fine. Chukwu Okoyong Kike. I'm calling you from Barcelona. And I'm an IPOB member, but also, in the time past, the Barcelona was suspended. And up to today, I'm still standing. I want to ask a question about the media. There's something our brother Mazi Chinasa Nworu said two broadcasts past. He said that the leadership have known that now 99% of our people love Biafra and we want Biafra. And at the same time, that people have known that we have wronged many people and many people have been suspended. And he apologized to anybody that feel offended by him. And he said he has only also forgiven anybody that offended him. I was so impressed with that statement because Barcelona was suspended based on the allegation led by Uchenna Umimi Asiebu. Now, question I want to ask now is that this our brother who is in the media now. If leadership can tell us anything they know about this our brother in the media. This is Iken Guruagu. This thing is messing up now, messing up in this platform. What is the position of the leadership in that in the respect of that this guy Iken Guruagu? Because media is one of the pertinent part of this struggle, and which we will not tolerate. What are the position of our leadership in the position of that guy? Because many people has been suspended, have not done any what this guy is discussing our platform. So I want to know their position.
There were.
Yes.
Yes, there were. Mazi Nasa.
Yeah, Mazi, Ikenga is an IPOB member. Sometimes there are things people want to try to project because we have passed the stage of sentiment. We have passed the stage of sentiment. That is why what you are seeing may not be what we are seeing. I want to make this thing very, very clear. There is a way. Don't think that IPOB leadership is not in contact, in connection with all that is happening. We may know certain things, and sometimes we allow people so that people will not say we block them, we chase this person away. I want to tell you something, Mazi. Issue of Ikeg, I'm not going to talk it on air because there are people handling it. Mazi Former is the head of the media. He will handle if there is where he will. Do you understand me? Make corrections. He will make corrections. But let me give you an example. In this struggle, many people answer different names they want to answer. There are people answering different names, give themselves different names. Because why I want to talk about, because you said about the issue. And let me tell you how sometimes we make our judgment. Not because of your feeling. People were answering different names. In this struggle, there are people answering the general. There are people answering Okaudi. There are people answering anything they like, promoting themselves on social media. Then somebody answered a name. You now feel threatened with his own name. For us, answering name in Igbo land, that is what people use. Our people, when they answer Tafraja, this person is answering Oloro, Oloro. People are answering. But when it goes out there, people say, oh, he called himself like this. He called himself like this. I am asking you, does that really lead to IPOB leadership? When you go, you consider, because it's the way of our understanding. Then number two, this person you are talking, we know it is wrong in Igbo culture, in what we are doing in this struggle, that somebody's parents died. Most of us are in this struggle. If anything happened to my parents today, basically I'm not going to go. I am not going to go to Nigeria. If we have many people in this struggle, their parents are dead. They could not travel home. Not everybody have that opportunity. I am asking you that is bringing this subject now on social media to go back and the reason in this particular line that somebody, the parents or the mother died, it is now a non-family member will come out on the social media, use the name, the death of the mother, and making caricature on social media. My brother, are we not human beings? Do we have that sense of reasoning that somebody mother died? Some people in IPOB come on social media. You are not his family member. You are not part of his family. He is on a mourning stage, irrespective of anything. Mother is mother. You come on social media, you use the death of the mother and make caricature. Tell him he cannot go home. Let us see. You challenge him. You challenge him. Mazi, we are human beings. We are human beings. And at the end of the day, the person you are talking, because of the challenge you people have thrown on him, some of you will say, Lee, but let me tell you, there are things you will do to my family, there are things you can do to my people, and I will tell you, today. I don't give a damn. That is the instinct of a man. Because you come to mention about this guy, but I want you to go back and reason. IPOB leadership is following this case, calling. Now, this person you are talking, let me explain something here on Radio Biafra. My brothers and sisters, Umu Chineke, for more than 10 years, we are in this struggle. We have made ourselves enemies of our people. Let me make it very clear. Because of wrong information, misinformation. If somebody begs somebody money, he refuses to give you money, you now claim and say this person did like this, did like this, did like this. People have died because of this thing. The person you are talking went home. IPOB leadership have followed it. He went home. Any day he messed up in IPOB, we show him the other way. Any day we find out that this is the, you can't come on the social media bickering, attacking somebody. If they come out and defend themselves, it becomes a problem. I have said it here. Even Mazi Chinasa, I can forgive, me personally, I may forgive you. But the problem is that, have the institution forgiven you? That is one of the things you have to know. Mazi, sometimes when you commit certain things, the person you did it, let me give you an example. Sometimes you may kill somebody. You kill somebody and you come. The person came and said, please forgive me. I did something wrong. You yourself will forgive. But the institution, the state, the government, did they forgive him? No. They will say, he forgives you just for you to have peace. But the government will still give the punishment they want to give. Yes, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, there are people that did something wrong for me. They blackmailed me. They said many things against me. Some of them I found out it is out of ignorance. I said I have forgiven you. But I'm not speaking on behalf of the IPOB institution because they have their code of conduct. I'm speaking for me in particular as an individual. You may do something against me, I forgive you, but if you bring it to the IPOB leadership, where they will tell you no, we will not do that. The issue of Ikenga, the leadership knows about it. We look into the things that are happening. We look at and we try to control these things. We try our best to control these things. The report is every time, and that is not what we want to be entertaining. And I want to say, an individual, you have a romance with a politician. It's not going to affect IPOB. It's you that it will affect. Because IPOB have their policy. I want to make it very clear. You know in back of your mind that you cannot bring the opinion of that politician into IPOB. If you are speaking, our people will come to that place you are talking and they deal with you. The only thing is that some of you are misinformed. Some of you even say that Iken Guragi is a member of the DOS. These are the lies some of you peddle around. For that is why you bring it. Somebody will say Iken Guragi is a member of the DOS. Iken Guragi is, I think, a coordinator. He's not even in the, I think, a national coordinator. It's a unit. If he's still, I'm not very sure. So we should not, any little thing, we are not looking at it comprehensively. We have given him the guidelines where to cross and where not to cross. Before, when there was election coming up, there are some IPOB members who left the struggle to join the labor movement of Opitogi. There is a coordinator who left the IPOB struggle. We told him hand over the unit. He tried to convert everybody in that unit to party this thing. We told him no. Then he resigned and go and join this OB movement. You need to be very, open your mind when you're dealing with cases. In the southern part of Africa, I'm not going to mention the country, as the whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a coordinator, a national coordinator, relinquished his position as IPOB national coordinator to go to contest for Nigerian Union president in that country. Do you want us to kill him? Is that what you want us to do? We tell him bye-bye. It is his choice. And he's gone, he's gone. Another person has taken over his position. So this issue, the leadership of IPOB is aware of it. Let me tell you, the media, IPOB media, have many branches. That is what many of you don't know. Those people you see broadcasting on the YouTube, on independent YouTube, this is another part of IPOB media. They are the ones showing on YouTube. They are not our writers. They are not the ones on our BTV platform. They are not the ones editing articles. We have them department by department, but most of you don't know. Somebody will come out and tell you, I am the IPOB media, I am this. No, Mazi, we have them. We have more than in this IPOB media warriors. We have up to 13 departments. Different. We have independent. You people are seeing those talking on social media. We have independent media, family writers, Umuchuku writers, Biafra reporters. We have them different departments. Those you don't see. They are the ones who report things on ground. They are the ones who write articles. We have editors, those who have gone to the level of producing magazines for IPOB. We have approvers. We have post-approval. We have state media. We have them in different. That's why Nigeria cannot defeat us. So why should one part of something become something that will be a problem in IPOB? I wish if there are some issues you feel, you would have advised or send this message to the head of media, send it through a coordinator, send it through the European rep, since you are in Europe, or any member of the, but saying it on radio, I do not accept, and that's why I use this opportunity to make some explanation. And I use this opportunity to ask IPOB members. We must have a way of behavior. It is not only in the struggle. We must be people of self-accountability and deep-rooted in morality in what we are doing. I believe we have culture. We have behavior. I will not like somebody if the parents or if anything befall that person who is a member of IPOB, who you know is working for IPOB. Something happens to him, death will come to everybody. Death will come to everybody. You may be thinking because the mother died, you want to make caricature. You may be thinking that the old one will die. It will happen to you. Why should our people make caricature of people's death? Why? I could remember when our leader lost the parents. When he lost the mother, I told him, he was in America. I told him, when we get the news, I told him, Onyendu, it's better come out officially and announce this thing. We have enemies. We have too many enemies. Onyendu is still alive. See Onyendu. I heard that your mom died. Come out and announce it officially. He's dead. In what we are doing, as long as we are living, if you don't announce it officially, people may clap on it and start making caricature of it. And the same day, Onyendu came out and made that announcement. Why should somebody in this struggle, the mother or anything happen to him? It is an IPOB member, not even the enemy, will bring it out and start making caricature on social media. Mazi Chinasa, is it right? Is it something that we're supposed to do to ourselves? That is where all the problems are coming. If you want to solve problem, you go to the root. And when you go, and there are people that you do them something in their family, they will never take it right. Whatever Ikenga is saying, if he said anyone that is wrong, that is not in tune with the IPOB, Mazi, I am telling you, the leadership of IPOB will never waste any time to keep him aside. I am telling you that. Know that. Mazi, sometimes we are making a lot of mistakes. Make no mistake. Some people said he put picture of Ifa Yoba, he put picture of Ifa Yoba, but you people knew that along this line also, I have come on radio here and warned Ifa Yoba when he was threatening him powerful. And if that correction has been taken for him not to threaten IPOB member, we respect people. When people find that they have done something wrong, don't take unnecessary enemy. Somebody came challenge. If you are good today, we are good. If you are bad tomorrow, we follow you in any way you want it. That is our policy. This thing that some of you, when you see somebody with a picture, everybody starts going gaga. Let us stop this emotional behavior. Most of us, before we joined this struggle a decade ago, we knew people. We knew prominent people. Some of us, you may find out with picture with a president, you may find out with picture with an ex-president. It does not mean we have anything to do with him. All this stupidity our people are exhibiting on social media. If for me, I show you pictures before we joined the Biafra struggle, some ex-Nigerian president, somebody like me have been in picture with them. If I show it to you, you will say, oh, Mazi Chinasa is now working with politicians. This is the mentality many of you have. Knowing that picture, you can meet somebody somewhere, you can run up into somebody, and there may be occasion where you meet somebody, you have a picture with them, doesn't mean you have a dealings with the person. How many people have been in picture with Nnamdi Kanu? There are IPOB members in a forum just because they have picture of Nnamdi Kanu. They are being classified as a terrorist, they're looking for them to kill. And the person classifying them have nothing to do with that person. Why are we not being very rational in our reasoning? Many of us along the way, you have been able to snap picture with some football players, with some president somewhere, with ministers. Does that make you have a dealing with the person? Does that make you that he have convinced you? All of us also studied on the Greek code when he was gallivanting with Tinubu. I think Game have said, because people, you can be friends with them, but there are lies when they come. You tell them this line is no-go area. Everybody goes their way. Please, my brother, if there are issues you know that it need to be handled, call attention, not on Radio Biafra. Why I say these things is because had it been now I didn't say these things, people will say, you see the member of BOS is supporting this, they know what they start to talk. But that's why I said it. Because I didn't want to talk about an IPOB member on radio unless somebody is behaving. There are issues that we have to be very careful. And let me say also something. There are people, they have fought for this battle in any means, any little way they have fought. When they make mistakes, if they are ready to correct their mistakes, we will make corrections. The only time we will have problem is when the person refuses not to make corrections and tell us to go to hell. Then we will tell him he is closer to hell.
There were. Do not forget that we are here live and direct on Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. I have people that are lined up. Caller on signal. You have been there since 40 minutes. Mazi. Welcome to the program. There were Mazi.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for picking my call. Greetings to, salute to our brother Chinasa Nworu and all the others. Please, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I have this question. The last time you came here, you spoke about our flags, the flags we carry on our demonstration. You said you want us to be carrying Biafran flag only. But one of our brothers, one of us from Germany called and he said, you just carry the country of your residence and only Biafran flag. Now, my question is, has the DOS made a policy decision that only Biafran flag must be carried? Because you know how many countries that are sitting on our head, and the world will be seeing us carrying their flag. If you bring all their flag together, those who we are trying to seek their help, we say, okay, maybe they're having it well with these people that carry their flag. So I want to know if there is a policy decision to carry only our flag, so it will be clear to all of us. And secondly, this, last year, we were making, memes and advertisement and telling our people to stay off Flane cow. But at a point, it doesn't come again. But now that Tinubu is going, and when it doesn't come again, I thought, well, we are doing goodwill gestures to tone things down to see, because our leader's case was coming to on 25th or 15th of December. But now they have marched us and they neglected us. We will tell Tinubu that Biafra land, Fulani cow. And we, and please, it's a suggestion. And if you have anything to say about that, then, because I'm wondering, it's annoying. What are we doing to tell our people to seek another means of getting protein and seek another means of getting our own cow? Our ranches, our people can make ranches, not to come and establish Fulani ranches in our place. After tomorrow, they start clean us, and they say they are indigenous. And coming to this comment, please, because before I hang my Mazi Jonathan, coming to the this information. This is not a question, just a little comment. The disinformation of Nigeria is a policy decision. They are using it to, it's a warfare, information warfare. And people who are giving them this idea are international people. Britain and people like that are giving them, it is a conscious warfare to change the mind of our people. It's a warfare, information warfare. And people who are giving them this idea are international people. Britain and people like that are giving them, it is a conscious warfare to change the mind of our people. So,
Mazi Nasa.
Yeah, Mazi. Mazi, I heard him very clearly.
Yes.
Mazi, I want to answer his first question before I go to the second one, and also make a contribution on the third one. He said something. Mazi, it's for years now. It's years now that before I go to the second one, and also make a contribution on the third one. He said something. Mazi, it's for years now. It's years now that in IPO, the members of the Secretary of State are regional representatives, continent representatives, and when this order were given, every one of them, passed that order down to being diplomatically, in this approach. Yes, we allow, for example, if Italy gave you a permission to protest, to tell the world your plight, Biafra flag is what we have to carry. But there may be some people who are Italians, who might have Italian nationality. This is a game of politics. Who might decide to carry, because the flag represents something. They may decide to carry their own Italian flag to follow you. A kind of a solidarity with you. You won't tell them to go back. You won't tell them to remove the flag. But what we are saying is we are not going to allow, because it is not the problem of others carrying the flag. It is the problem of our people doing things out of ignorance. Out of ignorance. You know why? I will say this thing so that people will, we want to save our people. These days, some people don't know that as I am little educating our people to be very careful of the things they do, what they said. I am not a hater of Israel. I am not a hater. I am not hating anybody because we have our own challenges. But what I do is to educate our people. Please, don't do this, don't do that. It is not good for what we are doing. But people don't know I am getting attacked from, or even in my inbox, I am getting attacked from people that I hate Israel. I hate, because it's also because I say stop carrying the Israel flag. If we are protesting in Israel, you can carry Israel flag. If we are protesting in America, you can carry American flag. We cannot be protesting in Malaysia or in South Africa. You expect us to carry Israeli flag to fly in when Israeli themselves cannot fly their flag even in South Africa. Israel themselves cannot fly their own flag in South Africa. But you expect Biafrans, the scapegoats, to fly the Israeli flag in South Africa. Is that not foolishness? Is that not foolishness? Diplomatically, it is very wrong, and we continue to educate our people. I am not going to mention the country. There is a country, IPOB family flew an Israeli flag in their stadium on a program. Their army was called, it was a French country, their gendarmes were called, and our people were evacuated from that place. And with information, reliable information to me, that the man who helped us to secure the place, who was working in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they removed him from his job because of that thing. The man who gave us approval to use their stadium. Man, every decision we take or we took is for the betterment of the struggle. And the policy remains that you don't go, because one thing is that those people you are thinking they are helping you, they are not helping you. Let us see, so that we don't take people's enemy. When you say the fact, they don't like it. It does not mean that there are no Israelis who are supporting what we are doing. They did it in 1967, in 1968. These are individuals, but it is not the government policy. In 2017, in July, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out, was moving around in Biafra land, in July 2017, you know, what pertaining these issues, I used to be very careful how I told it to our people. Because our people, they are emotional beings only. What we are doing is just to educate you so that you don't cause problem for yourself. In July 2017, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was moving around in Biafra land preaching, that was when the Israeli government through their private company, or what I know is Israeli government, is a sponsored government. They signed a contract with Nigerian government to train 450 Air Force personnel. It's a contract. And these Air Force personnel, all those planes you see bombing in Biafra land, doing all those things, it is still under the contract of the Israeli company. The logistics. I am telling you, go to the Google now and search about the Israeli government state training Nigerian Air Force. Their Jerusalem Post carried it. Israeli Times carried it that time it was happening. But this time around, we are talking about it. They have removed, like Premium Times still have that post. They still keep it. But Israel, the Jerusalem Post, the Israeli Times, they have removed those articles. They have removed them. Because we are talking about these things. When we expose something, people start to talk nonsense, things they don't know. I am not asking you to go and hate Israel, but what I'm telling you is that the people you are carrying their flag, they are also part of the people killing you. They are giving Nigerian logistics support to kill you. Some stupid people will come and tell you it is a private company. It is not Israeli company. But what we are saying, the private company cannot export military weapons or export any military hardware to another country without the approval of the state government or of the federal government. Somebody will tell you, Wagner is in Sahel, it is not Russia. We all know that Wagner is in Sahel, it is Russia. We know that Black Waters is in everywhere in the world. As a private army, it is United States of America. The Apache, the weapons they are using is United States of America. America approved them. They use them as proxy to fight anywhere they are. The first one is Ugboro Asa, nke asị Ugboro Isii, nke asị Ugboro Isa, nke asị ya ime mgbe ahụ ị na-emegbara gị. Or say no, this one, do you understand me? So, Mazi, the issue of radio flags, these are things we cannot. Do you understand me? These are things we cannot. Mazi Chinedu, just a minute, please, a minute.
Do not forget that we are listening to Mazi Chinasa Nworu on this question and answer series on Radio Biafra London House of Service. Today is the 16th day of the third month, being March 2024. Therefore, we must continue, and you have to continue listening, because that is it. So, if, as I said, I have people that are also online waiting, please continue waiting.
Mazi, yes.
There, Mazi, go on.
Yeah, Mazi. So, Mazi, the issue of the flag remains a constant policy, and we are not changing it. We are not changing it today. We are not changing it tomorrow, because I will not be in a position where people will be killed, because our Biafrans will be killed because we are carrying Israeli flag, and our people will be deported that because we are carrying Israeli flag. And at the end of the day, the people that we are being punished for cannot even say a word. Since 2016, our people that celebrated the coming of Trump, that he won the election, our people that celebrated, they were arrested in Ibocha with Israeli flag. They are still in jail till today. In jail. In Ibocha, Trump has finished 4 years and gone. Biden has come. Those people that celebrated with Israeli flag and the American flag, they are still in jail, because Jubril Buhari was in power when this thing happened. He's a hater of America and a hater of Israel, even though they do businesses with them. So we don't want to something that will jeopardize the life of our people, because the people you are supporting, the people you are doing this thing undercover are against you. They want you dead. They want you. They don't care for you. That is all I can say, because there are certain things, if I say it here now, people will take it out of context. But it's a reality. We must face it. Then secondly, you talk about the Fulani cows, we say. Mazi, when we give the order for the Fulani, you know, the Fulani cow coming into our land is a long-age business. As we gave that order, the IPOB leadership are working on other modalities. It is not only to chase them away. There must be a way to put in place as a supplement that as we are stopping those things, the ones we are confronting fully are the ones coming into our land, is to educate our people. Because if you go to like states like Akwa Ibom, these are places hardly they eat the meat. It's also our people there that is eating Mbe Tampa. If you go that side, they eat more of goats and all these things. Mazi, it's not just making an order. When you make an order, you start to implement it. You start to put things. There are things the leadership of IPOB also working on that will help to curtail, not only by saying it. It take a longer process, but it must be implemented. You need awareness. You need to educate the people. You need to do all this, because people will say, okay, we stop it, we eat what? People like in Enugu and Ebonyi State, these places, they have tried and they increased the rearing of Igbo cows. It does not mean that it is only Igbo cows we will eat. That was not what it means. We are also expecting our people who will have ranches import these breeds. All these, there are cows that are meant for, they produce meat, only meat. They are ready to produce only meat. Our people are into this ranching business. Not ranching, some of our people are into this cattle business. But our people that are into this cattle business have the same mentality like the Fulanis, because that is where they got their model of business. They buy cows, they send their one Hausa guy to carry it. He's a big man, Ojus Okalo, he raised cows in our place. When you hear cows are destroying things, Ojus Okalo have some cows following. So all these things, we need time. It is awareness. And government should help to put up the policies. Business people should come in. Because when they start putting up measures that will stop these things, sometimes when we say things, our people, sometimes I won't blame them, because they are not yet very, very exposed and matured in their reasoning. Even those that are doctors and all these things, it's just only, theoretically they will quote and say, but if you come practically, many of them are zero. That is why in this 21st century, we are still building road. While other people are already building tunnels in the rocks, going to the space. We are still, even another governor will come next year also, if we still road, he will still build. The next time another person comes, the same thing. We are still in the same thing. They don't even know how to progress from one stage to another. And that's what we are praying. Let God give leaders, put IPOB in a position where we can be able to do some things in our land. We can say certain things, gradually we'll work on it, but remember, there are people who will sabotage it. That's why we make sure all the grazing routes in Biafra land, we make sure we identify all the grazing routes, make sure we control the grazing routes, so that when the cows are not coming through the bushes, it will be easy now. If you want to control them outside, it is easy to control them. But if you allow them to continue to use their grazing routes to enter Biafra land, grazing route is very, very strategic in what we are doing. ESN strategize, identify all the grazing routes they are coming inside. When you close all the grazing routes, they will be forced to be coming by car. Then the governors and all the people in power must be able to control. They must make sure that they are putting also certain things, but they don't care, because they use them as a tool. Some of these politicians are also into the same business, but we will get there. It is something with time it will all manifest. I don't know if I have answered your questions. Master, there was something he said last I needed to comment on. I don't know if I have forgotten. There were Master.
There were no, you have said it. He talked about propaganda. It's something he contributed about propaganda. So let us move on, please. Caller on direct line. Let me prioritize you because you have been waiting for 12 minutes on direct line. It's not caller on direct line now, please. Can you hear me? Welcome to the
Yeah, hello.
there, Womazi. Thank you for waiting.
And somebody, this is so I'm calling from Atlanta. Just a quick suggestion, So it's very clear that the dead body have an agenda of trying to Islamize Biafra land by Ruga. So now the what's his name? Tinubu have started off from where they stopped at, asking Nigerians to give up their land. So I know that there's been a press, there has been so many times they have a press release on Twitter, and it's a long, a lot of people might not be able to be reading that press release from our writer. So I would just suggest, is it not possible maybe they have something like a jingle that will be announced on Radio Biafra, trying to make it very clear to this our newly elected governor to make sure that no inch of Biafra land will be given to the Fulanis, like a jingle, just put out there in a jingle so that they will know, they will know constantly that this is where the IPO and Biafra stand, that there is no inch of Biafra land that will be given to the Fulanis, so that the governors will understand it and then make sure that they implement what IPO is saying. That's just my question and suggestion. I mean, it's a suggestion, so I don't know if the leadership can look into it and then, do exactly what they think is better for us.
There were Mazi.
Thank you.
There were. Mazi, I think you have it. It's a suggestion. I think we continue. Caller on, let me see. Caller on WhatsApp, you have been here. Let me see for how long. Unmute yourself, please. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Please unmute yourself.
Hello, man. Good evening. Can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Mazi Chinasa, good evening. Mazi, good evening. And I also greet the US. You guys are doing a wonderful work. So, Mazi, I have few things I want to mention on this call. Okay, the first one is the issue of Osumufu. Mazi, it happens that I'm someone that is so familiar with that environment. They also come around that area. The military use the people behind the activities of Osumufu. Ihiala, Amamputu, Osomutu. All these environments, and those guys that are doing all this evil, they call themselves Omoma. There's no way they even attach their name to IPOB. So those military guys that were, doing some shameful dance activities at that market, to my own understanding, what I discovered on that area is that those guys are being paid by some evil politicians we have in our land to dirty the name of IPOB. That is one part of my contribution. Then the second part of my contribution now is, there is some of all this information going around, although I've been following the activities for a long time, and most of the institutions are 100% terrain. So now, this time they mentioned a place in Enugu State, Obulapo, that Obulapo needs to be captured, the Lakebake need to be captured, that once it's captured, it will be an easy access to attack Biafra land. And before this exposition, they mentioned somewhere in the Benue State, Bendel, and the issue of Bendel come to life. The attack on Bendel take a lot of life. So I'm bringing this to US so that US will start looking it towards these directions, all these weak places, all these loopholes, entrance to Biafra land. And they mentioned Ekiti State, Kogi State, so all these areas, US need to, be watchful around those areas. And most of all these things are always posted on all the Biafran platforms. Then, Maz, another thing I want to also talk about is the issue of carrying flag and other things. I don't know why our people are so stubborn and so crazy about this. Israel is at war with their neighbor. So why will you be carrying a flag of a country that is at war? Are you the one at war? You are not, and you are campaigning for a country that is at war. I mean, these kind of things are so stupid. Our people need to concentrate. They need to focus. You know, what we are doing is not a childish play. You understand? So I don't know how idiots will come up with a campaign. As in, they need to. I know they have been doing a great work, but I believe at this point it's about all of us. Even on my own side, I'm doing on my own the capacity that I have access to. I do my things, even in working places and other things. But our people need to wake up. They need to wake up. They should stop acting like daft people. They should stop acting like stupid people. Sometimes it's so crazy when you see things happening online or what people are saying online. It looks as if those people doesn't have brain at all. I mean, Mazi, this is the area I want to rest my case at this moment. So whenever I get any information, I'm so close to East, our area. Whenever I get information, I always share it. I always push it. But I believe those informations will be going to some areas. Thank you, Mazi.
There were Mazi. Thank you. Mazi, Biafra child. And there were, you are one of us. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me, Mazi?
The whole world is hearing, is listening. Even Bat is hearing. Please go on.
Correct, man. I thank you very much, Mazi Jonathan. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I also thank you. Believe you me, you are doing wonderful work. Mazi, I want you to educate our people on this issue that I want to table here. I don't know if I'm going to call it a question or something like that, but explain myself. Of course, you are going to understand. Mazi, we know what is going on today in Nigeria. We know there is a war between the northern people and the west. And as it stands today, because we always face reality, we don't believe in superstitions. As things is going today, we see that something may happen. And I want to ask you, have our people in Biafra land, I mean, especially the Igbo-speaking Biafra, have they taken a step to defend themselves if should in case if a war break out between the West and the North? Because you see, sometimes we don't see this thing as by saying that we are prophesying. But when you look deeply in Nigeria today, you will know that some government faces, Tinubu is bringing it to the West. And we know who the North are. And as things is going today in Nigeria, and I don't know if also IPOB, because I know that our governors and those that are representing us, they are compromised people. Did IPOB have something to protect our people, should be in case if such a thing happen? That is the first one. The second one that I want to ask, as it stands today, we see what is going on about the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. If you go to the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sibling, one of them, you will see where is using Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor Putisia, or when I say Ekwensu kwa gwaranga agwa na ifere ga-emegio. Mazi, I want you to just to tell us or educate our people on upcoming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case. Of course, we still stand in appeal court, but I just want you to put more light on that. Thank you very much, Mazi Chinasa Nworu. I will rest my case here. Ndewo.
Ndewo, Mazi. Mazi Nasa.
Yeah, Mazi Ndewo. Different child. Ndewo Mwachineke. I'm going to handle these questions in this way. Let me first go to the first one. Mazi, every time we talk about supporting ESN, I cannot tell you that ESN is protection of Biafra land will not be, all left on the shoulders of ESN if we are not fully equipped, if we are not prepared. Biafra land is very big. ESN is covering even we resources to cover Biafra land, even these grazing routes where the enemies were coming from. We do not even have it. We are doing our best. That's why some people you don't want to support. We always call to support the activities to make sure, because if we cannot protect the forest, how can we be able to come out, do you understand me, to handle when we and the zoo military or the Fulanis will start ravaging communities? This is the things why we say we are strategic in what we are doing. I don't think that Biafrans or the Igbos are really prepared. That is what happened to them in 1967 also. I don't think. Sometimes people say, hey, don't show ESN this thing. They are stupid. They don't know why we show it. Because it's the same people saying don't show them, it's the same people claiming there is nothing. ESN is nowhere to be found. But to show them we continue, the morale of these men are high. They are training like they are going, do you understand me, for a war tomorrow. It's preparation. Men are at least we're preparing the mind of the thousands of men we have for what is about to come. We know something is coming. We know the Northerners, the Fulanis, are not giving up. Just look at what is happening between them and Tinubu. They are squeezing him. They have Sheikh Gumi has come out again, the spokesperson for the adopters. He has come out. All that while Buhari was there towards the end, nowhere. They have told him come out again. They have started giving order, open border for Nigeria, do this, do that, do this, do that. And Tinubu is continue falling for their demand, and things continue going. That's why we need to. We call our people to support ESN. Support this movement, because at the end of the day, many people will come out, what are you people doing? But have you ever supported this movement? Do you know that men, I sometimes we show the work of these people. These are men. Don't you see these young men? Do you see how hefty these young men are? Are you not seeing them physically fit? You think it is easy to carry somebody on 1 kilometer hilltop and roll down 1,000 meters hilltop and roll down 1,000 down? The people doing this thing knowing that there is danger coming. Mazi, ESN is not telling you that we can do everything. No. We have the numbers to defend Biafra land, but we need the support to make it to be very effective. The support must come in so that ESN will be able to carry out many activities. Most of you see, they are building a kidnapping empire in the northern part of Nigeria. Imagine the Fulani kidnappers. Fulani kidnappers and bandits and terrorism are demanding, is it 4 trillion or 14 trillion from Nigerian government, with either 11 hillocks, 150 motorcycles. Which state government in Nigeria have this level of budget in their budget? Which? What our people are now reading along the lines that a kidnapping syndicate is asking for 4 trillion. 4 trillion or 14 trillion.
And Mazi, do you know what their spokesperson said? That is Sheikh Gumi. He said recent terrorist attack is tip of iceberg unless Nigeria government negotiates with bandits. Sheikh Gumi.
That is it.
He said it's just a start. It's nothing compared to what
he's starting point.
And he's moving around on Nigeria, no problem.
Yes. And our people are not seeing the danger. When a terrorist group asks for 14 trillion, I think tomorrow or when, on a few days time, I think tomorrow, the USA Secretary of State, Assistant Secretary of State will be coming to Nigeria. You see them now coming. What are they coming for? All this while they are killing us, you see them coming. Did you people remember what they did with this Obama did with this bring back our Chibok girls? Now we don't hear the voice of Obama and the white. Where are they? That is the level of politics that is being played in Nigeria. Human beings are nothing for them. The same way they treat their people, they imagine when they will get you. It is just the fear of IPOB and ESN. That is the only thing. Maybe the person who reported what happened in Ugeli about the Nigerian soldiers, he forgot to tell them that it is IPOB. You know, that is what they have just missed. The person have mistakenly published the news without saying IPOB was responsible, so that they can come over to Anambra or anywhere and start killing people. Maybe by tomorrow, another person will report that it is members of IPOB. Or one stupid guy will find this thing and claim what they do not know. Mazi, IPOB will continue to do what? Do the best we can. We are not pushing people to war. But what we are saying, our people must be ready because the war is coming. Secondly, you raise the issue of, what do you call it? You raise the issue of the case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, I would prefer in my next coming of brokers, because the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at hand. The case is coming on 19th to 20th. Like we have said, we are not in support of the continuation of the case. And we do not want to comment things that will not in any way benefit what we are doing. Because, you know, when some people want to fail, they will look for somebody they will drag with them. There are things I may say here now. On that day, if the court didn't go the way people want, they will say it is because Chinasa Nworu came on air and said this. And the foolish ones will follow them. That is why I will only make comments on this after the 19th. We are all hoping, like the way they are telling the people, we are all hoping that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be granted bail. That is what we were told. But for us, we are looking at it, knowing the game the Nigerian government is playing. Mazi, blackmail, there are people, they born them, they decided that the only thing they know is to blackmail. French people, for some of you, that French people say, they say it's mal élevé, badly brought up. Mal élevé, badly brought up. There are people that their behavior, they don't know, do you understand me? Because of how they are badly brought up, they can do anything without knowing the consequences of what they are doing. Mazi, in this struggle, we have to be very careful. Because what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be a lesson for every one of us. That you can die without knowing the reason of what you died for. People can point you, give you serious allegations, and you will be killed along the street, and you know nothing about it. That is why the leadership must continue to tell the people the truth. For me, Chinasa Nworu, nobody will die for what he does not know. We are looking for Biafra. We are knowledgeable enough with the information we have against Nigeria to dislodge Nigeria, and that is what is happening. Fight is not only on one way. There is a mentality in our people that they think the only way is to kill your brother, kill your sister, take his money, claim that you are doing Biafra. That is not Biafra. That is not what we are doing here. Some people think to show the people that Biafra is to go to your brother's house, burn his distance, steal your brother money, tell them I'm doing it because of Biafra. This is what some people want you to be doing. And those things have no way in what we are doing. In terms of Barrister Ejiofor, Mazi, Barrister Ejiofor has been serving IPOB member. I have said this thing on radio since 2015. Barrister Ejiofor have helped to release thousands of IPOB members. Till date, there are many cases in Biafra land, but as I'm telling you now, also, there are just some cases just rounded up yesterday of many Biafrans that are being held. I am not. I am not the type that disparage somebody, like I have said here earlier. AG4 have contributed so much in securing the freedom of our people. They have contributed so much. And I will never be to a party, to anybody who will, irrespective of anything, personal, but AG4, what he has done for IPOB members, what he has done, there are consequences because of the people he stood for. You people remember, people were killed. Assassinations attempted how many times? People were killed in his family. People are still in detention because of him. The case is coming up in the court. I think in 2 days, either in this coming week, the cases are coming up in the court. There are big cases, the people they are done. The people are still in the hands of the DSS. And what is going on? The question is this. If an individual decided to come on social media to disparage him because of their personal issues, because of what he thinks, Mazi, do not be a party to it. Do not belong to those kind of people because Nnamdi no some people are like that. Until they see your blood flow. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we have fought for him and we continue to fight until he regains his freedom. But for the fact that certain moves you make for his freedom, the moment you make it public, it is being jeopardized. It is being turned against you. So we decided whatever we can do and whatever we are doing, all is for the restoration of Biafra and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People can come on the social media and make noise. People can come and insult anybody. But at the end of the day, he who laughs loud will laugh best.
There were Mazi. There were. We must continue. Caller on, let me see. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, Mazi. Oh, can I?
Mazi Anayon. There were. No.
Biko enwere ụzọ ihe na-abụ ma ịtọ nchọburu ikwu mana Maazị nwa Chineke kwuo n'okwu so nke ahụ agafego Maazị Chinasa azagbu ya ọfụma nke bụ abụrụ dat na achọburu m ikwu okwu gbasara ihe ọzọ nchọ ikwu mbụ na nchọ ịjụ Maazị Chinasa Nworu o nwere ihe ha na-edebe na Twitter Basala our leader, which is in the na-asị na ha mbụ Biafran Liberation Army. Akọkọwala anyị ife afa na-arụ ha dee na Twitter. Ewere afa our leader je tinye n'ebe egwu mmadụ. Were afa our leader tinye na picture ndị amị. Were afa our leader tinye na afa were picture our leader tinye n'ebe egwu ndị mmadụ bụ ebe egwu onye amị na Twitter na ndị Biafran Liberation Army. Ihe ọbụla ma onye ori na-ekperi mana Finland eburu ife picture our leader wee na-atag ife niile asị nka ntụkwa Maazị Chinasa Nworu ọ na the world adaghị afụ ihe a maka na onye a na-etinye apị ya n'ihe niile a na Twitter alaikrom ya ihe a na-ewere apị etinye ebe agbagbusiri mmadụ bụ ndụ sị na ha na-azọ Biafra ọ na ntụ world anaghị afụ ya ife a ọdụmma na a na-akọmiti missiles ihe niile a na-akọmiti ewere afa our leader were picture our leader na-atago n'ihe niile for 2 years and our leader dị n'ọrụ n'ụlọ nga achọ nka Maazị Chinasa Nworu zụta m ife a ọfụma ihe gbasara ya ka ọ na Twitter ka ọ na the world anaghị afụ ya
na ihe ha na-ede ede na Twitter concerning it na onye abụọ bụ their leader na onye abụ their leader kuchi n'isi na ọ their leader na-edu ha ije gbagbu ndụ mmadụ awere picture ya na-eti nke ahụ dị iche. Mazi Chinasa Nworu biko ewenalụ m iwe ama na ichi ndị Igbo ọdụrụ izi ichi Biafrans adụrụ izi. O nwere ihe ọzọ nchọ ka ịkọwara anyị ọfụma ihe gbasara ike nke iru agụ. Esi na ike nke iru agụ mbụ IPOB member. Ike nke iru agụ denounce IPOB last year. Amara nọ n'ike n'ifụrọ n'ebe okwu na ya n'ọzi ya kene Mazi Alozie kene Mazi Agbani ibunu ngụnwa okenego ibunu Mazi Chike Dozie m okenelu. He denounce IPOB na ya sozi na member nke a dị iche. Another one again, ọ bụ na Ikenga nka nọ na Biafra jenu si Ikenga ya nye unu message from January till this March ka unu gee onye bụ kawụkwa a member of Biafra ka unu fụkwa etu o si ekwu okwu. And biko achọ ka ihe Mazi Chinasa Nworu Ikenga okwu Ikenga n'ọnụ Ikenga kwesị ka etiritie ya this night maka na etu o si wee za dị ajụjụ ịgba nkịtị na itiri this okwu before 8 o'clock nke ụtụtụ Ikenga amapụta na line etu isi zi ya ọdụsịrị ọmụmụ na ntị. Ikenga ishọtụ ndụ niile anọ na Facebook amị ihe ha dị mmadụ 7 4 mbụ ha dị jealous of themselves and n'ime fọ ahụ n'ime IPOB some of them mgbe ego ka ha jizi ya arụ mana ọ gbasara ọrụ m mana ha na-eme jealous of how many member nwere ma ọ na onye a nkazi elite ma ọ na onye akazi onye a ebido ịtụgala onwefe okwu. And biko ndị DOS amanụ nka onwe ndị na-eso Ikenga before eso m eso Ikenga adịgwo na platform ya oruzie echi onye mụ na ya na-agbada achụ ofu anụ asịkwazịa na ya ekwu itie na and n'ime na ikwu iti isiro ka ịbaga ahụ iwelukwa ihe gbasara IPOB banye in another form na-destroy the pillar ife niile ekwuru before. Jenu si Ikenga ya nye unu message from January to this March ka unu gee onye aka na-ekwu na ọka bụ member. So far na mụ Mazi ka na ayọdụ consign Ikenga denounce IPOB na ya resign ugbo and na ekwu itikwo treat enu Ikenga problem very well. Bikonu ibu na-echi niile ana na-etikwu iwu ayọ ka nna ayọ wepụnụ gwada Ikenga ya ka bie ọnụ ya well. Ikenga ada akpa agwa ka nna mmadụ. Another one again mụ Mazi ka na ayọ my father nwụrụ na 2020 o nwere onye nụrụ ya ibu na IPOB nọ na Finland o nwere mgbe nna nso na mụ Mazi ka na ayọ my father nwụrụ and anarọ m ụlọ abụ ndị ọbara nna m anarọ m ụlọ maka nsi n'ọrụ mana and my mother nne m mụrụ m the same day nwa the same day o nwere onye na-agwa anything about my life but achọ just ka m were nke a wee gwa ya kwuo Ikenga okwu ka pịa na Ikenga okwu ya ọnụ ka pịa ndị niile anọ na Facebook na-ekwu okwu oge ọnụ ọ bụ ka okwu si fere ha ebido ịtụgara onwe ha okwu and unu lofuzie na unu nwere enemi unu lofuzie na unu nwere ndị unu na ha na-agba mgba ahụ unu kwụsịzie ewepụta Ikenga akparịrị ya n'ozu ohi omenka ma ọ bụ onye ọzọ akparịba Mazi Metosela na akparịrị ya n'ozu ohi ma akparị achara ugbo ma ọ bụ akparị ya Mazi nwa Chineke na Germany wee bido all these things. Adịgbo m tired of this nonsense. Adam very tired. Si DOS one ndị a meeting caution anụfa onwe onye nwere problem to each other report ya to DOS ka a treat ya na ọ bụrụ na Facebook ka ha na-disgrace mmadụ. Ife anyị na-eme awụrụ party ka anyị na-eme ọ bụrụ birthday ka a na-eme ife a na-akọ ndị mmadụ na-ata afụ ndị nọ na Biafra land na-ata afụ ohe nsị ka m kwuo biko Mazi Chinasa Nworu
Ndewo Mazi. I'm not going Ndewo. Thank you. Mazi. Mazi, is it right to continue discussing one person on Radio Biafra, please?
No.
This is bringing us so down.
Mazi Ndewo. Melania. Let me expatiate more. This issue, Unu raised it. I'm sure every one of them is listening. Every one of them is listening and see the anger and the approach you people are showing that you guys are not happy, that Biafrans are not happy. Why I am saying this thing is that this issue is not today we saw these things. And the European rep, Mazi Chinasa, I'm sure he's listening also. He was assigned to bring these people all together. He's the one they assigned, and I think he's with two other coordinators. Tell them, bring these people together, put them in one place, and direct them. Let them know the purpose, why they should be very, very focused in their assignment. Mazi, every one of them you are talking to, they are matured people. They are matured. One important thing I will tell you, when I see the video when he said he have resigned, and that is when he saw that thing, I'm sure many people, he took everybody by surprise if there is anything that happened. And I'm happy that you also have identified that within them, they are bickering at one another. Shows that even though they are big, they are immature. They don't know what we are fighting for. Sometimes there are things people will do. I will look at them and say, maybe they cannot take the struggle or some. They cannot lift from that one to another. Sometimes I do tell myself like this because we are in this fight. I see those things, but I don't want those things to disturb me because they are not the only media group we have. We have other departments we need to take care of. But Mazi Chinasa is hearing what is happening this night and start to see the anger our people are exhibiting. When Ikenga came out and said that, I get in touch. I said, Mazi, what is this? If you don't want to work for IPOB again, you don't want to be this. Is it on radio? You have to come and make it open. The problem, when they hold Mazi Nnamdi, a lot of things happening in many places. People like me, if what I have passed through, if I come on air and say that I don't want to be happy, many of you people will be disappointed. But you don't know, maybe it's draining me, I am dying. Many of you will, irrespective of anything I have done for this struggle, if I said I am backing down, it's enough. Many of you will get, even if you see me on the road, you may lynch me. That is why we say it is no retreat, no surrender. If you are not sophisticated enough to handle what is in front of us, then you speak less so that people won't count your sins for you. They are listening. I told him, Mazi, what is the problem? The decision he took and announced that he have. Later on, he told me, okay, Mazi, I retrieve those things I said. It is out of what I am passing through, the fight we are having internal. I said, well, you would have informed the leadership. This is not the way the things happen. And he was directed the person he's under him, Mazi form. And they saw that they said it's okay, that he have apologized for coming out. Okay, but since you people are complaining, he's listening. It is left for him to retrieve his steps. He will see. It is not the leadership, it's our people complaining. It is left for him. Mazi, one thing I have to tell you, we are not ready. Nobody will trap us again, like what happened to us when they hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am because of an individual. I said to myself, we will not entertain any individual again on Radio Biafra, any of the issues. It is a distraction. People are listening to Radio Biafra. Government are listening to Radio Biafra. As we are speaking, Nigerian military, they are listening. The GSS are listening. All Nigerian government are listening as we are on air speaking. We do not expect to bring these issues. And I beg every one of you, the issue of these media people, Mazi, let me, the way you people are talking, we can have a meeting after this night. We say it's enough. There is nothing like, we can say it if they don't want to respect themselves. It's very simple. They will go and do their things. Some of them, they are making money on the YouTube. They talk rubbish. We know. But Mazi, you have to know one thing. This is media. People will speak what they like to speak. But we want people to, if you say you are IPOB, you must be in accordance with the ethics of IPOB. That one is one thing. But I want you to know one thing also. IPOB as an institution cannot control everything. They are not speaking for us. They may defend our policies. They may defend certain things they know, but they don't make policy for IPOB. They don't make orders for IPOB. Everybody must know that. So it shouldn't be an issue. If they destroy themselves, the Biafrans will condemn you. If anybody, you are, because you have 100,000 people, you think you have arrived, Biafrans will bring you down. If they say it's over, that is what people don't understand. People have thought that they have arrived with this number of people, I have this, I have that. Any day we come on radio, Biafra say, today, we have taken enough. My brother, you will start talking now, you will threat. You will talk, you will do this, you can go and form your own armed group, you can do this, you can do that. At the end of the day, you arrive at that melting point. So, Mazi, I have heard what you have said. The person in charge of that forum have heard also what you have said. After this program, I will call them and make sure, like you say, we should let him to understand what he's supposed to say and what he's supposed not to say. We don't want any saga, unnecessary saga. That is not what we're doing here. We are dealing with people's lives. But I am happy you found out that those grown-up men are in a group where they are bickering one another, hate each other. Somebody thinking this person is better than me, they are calling this person. This is the problem they are having there. And if we continue, we will dissolve the forum. Let them go and do what they want to do. There were Mazi.
There were. Caller on, let me see who is here first. Caller on Signal, you're here first. You have been here since going to 10 minutes. Can you hear me? Please go on. Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi, Jonathan. Good evening.
There were.
My name is Obini Bauchi. I'm from Kigo province. But I'm calling from Hamburg, Germany. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, my question is, I have two questions actually. The first one is the installation of radio transmitter, radio Biafra transmitter. Is it only? Is there important places that are mapped out to be installed the radio Biafra for now, or is the project going to cover the whole of Biafra land? Because in Okige province, my people, they say they don't listen to radio Biafra. And secondly, Eastern Security Network, do they also guide our borders between Enegala and Lidoma, where we have border with other people, other tribes in Kogi and Benue? Thank you so much.
There were Mazi Chinasa.
Mazi, thank you so much for this question. Mazi, I want to make something very clear. For radio, we do not have how we put our radios when we have a place. If we got a strategic place and where there is protection, we are sure the radio will be protected in that particular place. It will not be sabotaged. We don't just put radio because somebody say, put radio. No, we are not doing like that. So most of the time, we consider the security of the radio. That is the most important thing we do. We consider the security of the radio and before we put it. Yes, But at least for now, we have stations. They have been consistent, no sabotage, and we still also have another bigger transmitter we want to fix in Biafra land. We're still looking for a very good place to fix that. We want to look for a very good place to fix that system. It's not a specific place, but anywhere we found out, we will verify the security of that place and make sure that it won't be sabotaged if we set up a radio there. Then secondly, Mazi, there is a need to deploy ESN in our borders. The lack of resources is deterring us to do certain things. So far, where we're deploying people at places, if we found, like I said here, the grazing route, when we found out the routes that are likely, if the intelligence officer gather enough information like the route they are going, there is always, we take that rapid response to deploy men on that area. But in Enugu, there are really the new governor, Itamba, we're still studying some things. There are really, with the Makaban agreement he signed with the federal government so that they retain him as the governor of Enugu State. He signed the Makaban agreement, allowing Fulani. So Enugu State governor is opening doors for Fulanis to come, pursuing communities, attacking them, making sure, because he wants to impress the Fulanis. That is one thing. He wants to impress the Fulani. He is trying to implement what he agreed with them. There are conditions. That's most governors in the southern part of Nigeria, anybody is one of the agreements you will sign, protection of the Fulani, trying to give them a settlement. That in the next 10 years, 20 years, they will tell you their father came from here, that they are indigent. So Mazi, for now, the ESN is, deploying operatives in the area we found out is on a very high risk. Enugu is also on a high risk. So what we are doing now is to make sure, at least from Enugu that is porous, for them not to enter other states. So the ESN is working on that seriously, and there are positive results, because most of them that are coming into Enugu now are trying to move down to other states. That is what is happening from Enugu. So in Anambra, in Ebonyi, all these areas, we are making sure that most of the places are covered.
Well, caller on direct line. I think let me just hold on. Yes, caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on.
Yes, I can hear you. Mazi, can you hear me?
There, Mazi. There.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening from here. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, good evening from here. This is your brother will be calling from my location. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I have things that bothers me very much pertaining this freedom that we are fighting. I know what freedom means, and I know exactly the reason why I joined my fellow comrade to fight this freedom. Where I am today is not my land, and it's not where I'm supposed to be. In this solo platform, Onyendu said that, told us he will never allow this this freedom to see corruption. I know all the whole brokers that he made. In the same holy platform, he told us that if you upset him, he will forgive you, but if you upset IPOB, he will never forgive you. Now, I will go straight to the point. One is something is there for one of the brokers our people made, one of our comrades, in the name of Mazi Darlington made. In one of his brokers, he said that some Amazonians fighters that they drove away from Cameroon are in Biafra land. Some places that we have been saying that ESM have no camp, like also and other places. This is in his broadcast that they are there too, kidnapping our people, working with Eberima. Please clarify it. How truthful is that? Because what I heard, I don't say what I didn't hear from someone. How truthful is that? If these people from Ambazonia, they chase away in Biafra land, committing crime, I know you are in a good position to know this. That's one. Two is, Onyendu in this platform told us where he started his fight is in Ebony State, where the Fulanis were rampaging in Ebony, killing Ebony indigenous. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started the fight from there. I knew quite very well, and I know you know. But today, I'm one of those people that say that Eberima is not an Igbo man. If anybody said that he's an Igbo man, come here and tell us exactly where he came from and his local government. But today, Ebony indigenous, I will never shy away from saying the truth, because in this alert platform, when you say the truth. And the indigenous of Ebony today are the people, some of the people in Olo are so killing their own people. Today, it's happening in front of our eyes. They are today killing our own people. And before I drop, I will make it clear in terms of what is going on between social media. If I told you the last thing somebody will do is to deceive himself, I will never deceive myself. And I wait for Nnamdi to come out. He will come out and we will ask him some questions. Now, what I'm about to say, the last topic I'm about to say, I don't know about any other person, and I believe our people. I know the media warriors that is fighting for IPOB. I know them. I see them. I watch them. I know the genuine ones that are fighting for IPOB. I don't need to mention their names. They know themselves, both men and women, that vow that they will continue to fight, and they are there. I don't need to beat around the bush. I'm okay. I hear them and I salute them, and I tell them to continue as long as you know that you are fighting for this freedom. I salute you.
There were Mazi Chinasa.
Yeah, Mazi, Mazi, thank you so much for this question. We'll clarify certain things. Mazi, you know why we said about interest. I am aware that we were in alliance with Ambazonia, with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the conditions for the alliance, there were people who were present during that alliance. We know the certain things we agreed on, and we know certain things we did not agree on. But you know, desperation kills the cat. When people have a different intention of what they really come for, or when somebody moves to tell somebody, because they are desperate to go to the other way, that is how you see them messing up. Because they say no man ever becomes great through imitation. Yes, we have an alliance with Ambazonia, and we know the reason we have it, and we have maintained that understanding. But along the line, according to one of them, he told me he is so desperate, even if he needs to get the devil to help him to carry out his activities in his place, that he will do that. And I respect him for that. It's unfortunate that while we were in alliance with Ambazonians, such things you are saying never happens. It is true that some Ambazonians were brought into our place, into Okigwe axis precisely,
to become part of the kidnapping gang in Okibe. Some Ambazonians. And some of them are also killed. And some of them are also in detention in Imo State. If that is what the kind of relationship those people decided to build, IPOB is not part of it. We know what we agreed in alliance. We have a copy of our alliance. And now, desperation and criminality is what they want to infuse in Biafra land. Yes, I can categorically tell you that some people from Ambazonia were in Imo State, and as the heat from the federal government continue to pursue the criminals, some of them now have returned back to Ambazonia and use this criminality. If you go to Bamenda now, what they are doing is they're targeting Igbo people in Bamenda. They are targeting our people in Bamenda, in southwest Cameroon, which is called Ambazonia. They kidnap them, take a certain amount of money. They will wait again 3 months, 4 months. Another group would come to kidnap our people. This is what they have come to learn from our place. They were doing it before. They were doing those kidnapping cases in their place. But when they have come here now, they found out that our people have the cash, they are paying now. They have taken it back to Ambazonia. If you go to Bamenda, that is what is happening against our people. You know, it is very easy to destroy a relationship that people have built. I don't want to say certain things because let me not assume much. But everybody has to know that Biafrans lost Bakassi today. It is because our people were fought. The Nigerian government fought us from the Ambazonia territory. The Nigerian government used that territory. Their fathers, their grandfathers were instrumental. And and they are our natural allies. And that is what IPOB tried to maintain a cordial relationship with them. We lose Bakassi to France. Because France, as they took over Bakassi, it is France that is in control of Bakassi. France is the one in charge of Bakassi. They supported us from that angle, but they took away for a price to defeat us. They used Ambazonia's supporters to attack Biafrans. Their fathers, most of them were part of the people who sabotaged every Biafran that ran to Cameroon, were packed and sent down to Nigeria with a private plane, and none of them have been seen till date. All the Biafrans that took refuge in Cameroon, they were gathered, put in a plane, handed over to the Nigerian government, and none of them have been seen till date. So, Mazi, it is a very strategic and tactical things that we tried because they are our natural ally. But we have seen people who have brought in criminal mindset, trying to put up something that will be very catastrophic in the near future if they continue to go that line. Because it will be very bad that it is our own people, the Ambazonians, that they are in our own land as refugees. They are in our own quarters as refugees. But they are the one now kidnapping our people in Bamenda. And how did it happen? Have their leaders come out and speak and say, no, stop this evil like we used to talk. Stop criminality. No, because it is all about money. They are charging communities, give us 200 million. They are looking for money, and it is through us they will look for the money. This is criminality, and we are not going to support something of that nature.
There were. We must continue. Let me see. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Please go on. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there, please?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Mazi?
Go on. The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
All right. My name is Mazi Motherbush. I'm calling from Biafra land. Maazị ihe nchọrọ ikwu biko ka m sụọ Igbo biko. Ihe nchọrọ ikwu bụ gbasara okwu ike nga. Ya bụ ihe nchọrọ itinye ọnụ because ebe ndị ezigbo iwe na-ewe m.
Mazi, can't we, Mazi, please. I want to. I think, why do we like to stress things? Or do we come here to discuss our? Wait, listen. A stress in here. This is annoying. Ofonye kuna this thing. I ku asaya. Another person ku asaya. Now, yeah, let us. We didn't come here to discuss one individual. For me, it makes this radio very low. It brings it very low. I'm telling you. Please. That's my own. Please. I don't know. Mazi Chinasa, I don't know whether what you have to say, please.
No, we are not any issue. I've told them and they will see we will not entertain the issue of video. I have addressed it and let's leave it.
Of course, it has been addressed. Why are you stressing again?
I understand because can get my second question. Then my second question on Kentolejo, Basala our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kalu. Mazi na before our leader our leader plus the other barrister. Never our leader Basi. Mazi Chinasa Nworu. No to our leader because DSS had a quick about Benjamin Madubugo, Daddy allows Benjamin Madubugo for you. So, on what case, our leader because I'm going to source our leader or Matica Benjamin Madubugo. I'm going to sort of the
Mazi, before Mazi Chinasa Nworu, because so our Nigeria government or Nigeria DSS. In na radio Biafra na onye ga-agwa our leader wo eziokwu nwunye. So iche na ha ga-emezi ala a na-emegbu ya ala iche na ha gara court zi ya. Mazi. Wetara ihe m na-ekwu ihe awụrụ some advice ọwụrụ ihe ifu na a ga-apụta na radio na-ekwu everything ka anyị na-awụta na otite esi sha work ihe anyị nụ ọkwago nwasị na ahapụ na ablọkrụ Mazi Benjamin ha ma ihe ji block because ọ gara gwa ya eziokwu so ị na-ya suggest na akpụkwa another person aha ha ga-amagodo before ha ga so onye a ka ha chọrọ ka ọ ga okay so sometimes even okwu anyị na-ekwu na-make things even more difficult than even solving the problem ọ ihe m na-achọ ka m kwuo for me Mazi ndewo
all the understandable. So, but here, nwere otu ga-esi nwe n'ọnwa ga-apụ nwe edu because ụmụnne our leader ndị akọs go many things this our struggle ndị a na-azọ ka bafụrụ steeti mmadụ ka ike gwụ mmadụ onye bụ n'ebe ndị a niile bafụrụ na fight for our leader fa na-agba anyị mgba na-eme ihe ọbụla niile na-agba anyị mgba na-eme many things ka ndị a na-eme many things fa nọrọ fa na-akpọ onye ọbụla you insulting everybody doing all kinds of things ịpụtakwuo n'ebe a agbachi ịpụtakwuo na the other side agbachi fa na-azọ ka fa bụrụ ihe ọbụla niile n'isi ka ahapụrụ ya fa ga-emenwu ihe our leader ka fa fight na ndị gọọmenti ahapụrụ fa our leader fa ga-emenwu ihe dị n'ime ya emefa bụrụ nke afa apụta na-eme nke na-eme nke Biafra jugodu kalụ nta n'ụmụnne igbe our leader nke Kenya ka ebe fa bedebe n'ikpe anwa ebe ebe n'ikpe anwa taa nke UK anwa ka ebe fa be napụtagokwa nke na Nigeria na DOS na control fa chọkwa ka fa hijack anya ka ihe mmadụ ga-emezi ndị a ka anyị na-ajụ ahapụrụ fa our leader fa ga-akpọpụta nwa our leader ahapụrụ kalụ nta kalụ na nwanne nwoke fa ga-akpọpụta nwa onye ndu ya bụ ihe chọ ka njụ problem fa. Thank you, Mazi Chinasa.
Mazi,
no, Mazi, you have answered him like Mazi, no problem over he sent messages. Like I said, we have passed this stage. I don't want us to be discussing these things any longer because we have passed this stage. In this struggle, like you have said, if we leave it for them and tell them, do this thing, can they be able to manage it? No. that I don't want to go much, but we continue to do what we have to do for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are not looking at whatever the brothers might say. We are not looking at whatever they may think, because they have already done the worst. The worst has been done. The worst in the sense that at the first place, the mistake, how our leader was rendition, that was where the mistake comes from first. Every other thing, we are just trying to, the mistake has been done. And it's our duty to make sure that we save. We have managed to keep him, at least, to make sure that he's alive, that he managed to talk to some people about his ordeal, the ones he will tell people and the ones he don't want to. So I will tell you, my brother, let's leave the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said to myself, we are not going to come on Radio Biafra any longer to, talk things that we know. No matter what we do, it's not going to change any fact. We are doing our best. Every member of IPOB is spreading the message, but they will go and lie that none of us talk about him, that none of us do this thing. Nobody posts about that he's even in detention. All lies, but the records are there. So I will tell you, my brother, let us focus on how we are going to bring up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To bring up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a one-way traffic. Everybody have to know that. People may think they are going to bring up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the court. I have said it, and on many occasions, it is a political issue, and it must be solved through a political dialogue. It's a political solution. Freedom fighting, self-determination is a political issue. Self-determination is not a family issue. It is not a community issue. It is not a club issue. It is a political issue that we must accept that at the end of the day, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be something to discuss. And through the law, the court, he will not get his freedom. All those ones are processes they are using to delay and detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are not going to look at what the brother did, or what the sister did, or what anybody said. The worst has been done. The blackmail has been done. The accusations, everything is already done. So what else are we talking about? I want every Biafran to be more focused and dedicated on how we can contribute. While the leadership is doing theirs, you know what you are doing. If it is through the media trying to help in the Twitter campaign and all these things, do not neglect them. They have a very positive and strong effect on the international community. We must continue to agitate for unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for the restoration of Biafra, irrespective of anything. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, like you said. Arsenal Bachu Fuchebe, Alota Nolo, Atawako Kota. Let's scorn the hawk. When we come back, we blame the mother hen for exposing the children to danger.
There were. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Mazi Jonathan.
There were Mazi. Please go on.
There were. I'm calling from our location. Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Good evening, sir. Ndewo. Oga drink nama. Enwe me okwu, enwe ma ajụjụ m na-ajụ, bete nwere m some okwu m ti m ekwuo. Oga carry 4 minutes, Mazi Jonathan. Hello?
See, the more you are making this, the more your time is going. Please, Gani, who?
Okay, Mazi Jonathan, iwe wele gị. Ihe nsi m ekwuo na this issue. I kwuge n'abalị a. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, o kwurie
kemgbe kwukwana ya si that na ya need 100 people. Nga si ya need 100 people ọma ha eji ime n'ọbịanihu. Ndị Samuel Gogo ma ọwụ akọga ha okwu na social media ma ndị Samuel nọzikwa na IPOB. Ọcha part of ndị dafụrarani na 100 people. So okwu ma wụrụ ndị Samafugo ọ na-aga eme anyị continue our struggle. Anyị ga na-agakwa. Nakwa emekwa expect. O nwekwara ndị agakpasikwa iwe. Ha nakwa adafujekwe. Anyị na-agakwa. Then ga kụna Nnamdi our leader kụkwa ya aka n'obi. Ọpụ ihe niile emere the condition niile ọ nọ. Still kwa ya ga akwụrụkwa chem. Ọbịa bile bịa compromise ya. Onwebe anything n'ụlọ oche njiri. Still kwa ya egwu ihe. Ya uru the followers ga-abịa na-ekwuzi anọzikwa m na IPOB this and that because of individual issue. Ke ha wuru by the way. Then another thing simekwu unu watch ya na Bible asị Joseph ụmụnne rerie. Then our leader na ụmụnne egbu abịara bịa nọchie. Ekwuom obi m. Ọdụ onye mama ekwuleghị these people nkwa ego. Mekwuleghị in dollars si ya ụma mo succeed na ha emege about our leader. A ga-enye ha billions of dollars. So ọhụrụ obi nka nkwuge because it's possible. So anyị nwa na nwa gwani the followers. Anyị ga-akwụrụ chem. Anyị agaghị enye these people gap. Ka eme ihe ebu n'obi. DOS bikoni. Unu ahapụla these people ka agaghị on behalf of maybe their brother or whatever. Anyị ga na-esoghị until our leader apụta. Because our leader is fighting for Biafra, not for family. He's fighting for 70 million, not for family. Then this Biafra freedom man ekwokweni. All ndị mature na eme freedom fight ọwụ ndị na-adịghị mature. Ọwụ ha akwaghị aka ga-ewewe iwe anamarụkwa na radio Biafra. Anakwa nọ na struggle ga-awa ga-apụ ọwụ otu na-eche eme freedom fighter. Freedom fighter wakwa gị ga-akwụrụ chem. Iwewego di gị. You go get because you know what you are doing. It must solve freedom. So bikoni. Ndị DOS Mazi Chinasa Nworu kwuru ngekwu aiso gị n'azụ. Ọgwa ihe ọbụla onye ọbụla kwuru na radio Biafra ka ga-ewe. Onye ọbụla kwuru ke na-awụ ya biko ga-agwa ya si ya ebe ha na-aga akọtụọ ya off. Ndewo. Ya gazie ọha Biafra.
Almost here Biafra. There were. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan Ndewo. Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Udodero Nonchanina. Aha m bụ Chibuzo. I'm calling from Indonesia. Ihe anyị chọrọ ikwu na this hallowed platform today bụ something about them personally and enwebere m the opportunity eju ya and thank God na enwego m the opportunity today. Esi m part of Indonesia were na-akpọkọ ọlụ a. Ebidoro m iso Maazị Nnamdi Kanu all the way from 2011 to date. But enwebeghị unit ebe register as a member of IPOB until I travel to my hometown. Then I find out unit exist in my hometown. Then register, take your oath, do all things but do not participate with my unit. Mana along the line, she got back to my base in Indonesia. Na efoli ha na-eme post. So onwe post mere ebe na condemn ihe that criminal from Finland na-eme. A secretary na that very unit nyere m post ntake the register as a member of IPOB na that war. akpọ m na phone budo na-abara m mba. Why should I be condemning or saying things against that very man in Finland? That I should make a call, confirm or not that guy they are saved na this village really today. That he's saving them, he's giving them guns to fight this and that. So I should not try such thing anymore. I was like onye huru mmiri na arụ na-ajụ ọ bụkwa the right place ka m ga-adeba afa m. And the reason you were not this thing today, it means that na the coordinators na Fumaka or Luzon in Biafra land amarodi way about of the Hana Lord. Because of this attitude, many guys in my community today are alive. Some are because of this very issue now. And the Mazi Chinasa Nworu kwuru okwu na mbudo this broadcast today. Nnoko kwuru na enwerozi anything IPOB na Oluzone entirely. So my question now bụ ya repeat go dey that very thing again ka o doo anya and ndị mmụọ na ha nọ. If truly that na enwerozi anything IPOB unit or any form in Olu province, please, ihe a bụ ajụjụ m, because ọ bụ na ihe na-akpọtụ ihe aset ya, ọ bụ ndị nọrọ ụlọ ga-alụ ya, ọ bụrụ na Malaysia, ọ bụrụ na Spain, ọ bụrụ na America, ọ na-ala Biafra ka a ga-alụ ya. And ọ bụrụ egbufusi ụmụazị be anyị otu esi egbufusi ha in the name of na na-edeceive ha, why na ha mara ifefa na-eme. Mgbe ọ set ya, anyị achọba ndị America ga-abịa ịlụrụ anyị. So ya clarify ya this thing ka o dokwuo m anya more so that na pass information to my people. Ka ha mara ebe ha na-etinye ego ha or ebe ha na-support. If there is no unit na work as it stands now n'Olu province, ya kwugharịa ya ka o doo m anya. Ndewo Maazị.
Ndewo Mazi Chinasa.
Mazi, ndewo so much. This question you just raised now is very, very important. And I will repeat what I said before. In Olu, we have cancelled all the
Mazi, can I come in before you continue also? Ineku, if you are talking about, remember that there is Olu zone. There is Olu zone, which comprises of many local governments.
Mazi, I know. Mazi, I know.
And there is Olu local
You know what
government.
I'm saying? The Biafra land coordinator. I know. The Biafra land coordinator is listening to me. The Imo State coordinator is listening to me. They know the people we are with. And those ones that we are with, they will remain confidential for now. Because if these people found out those people, they go and kill them. Are you understanding me? Like, for example, one of our senatorial, they call Chinasa in Imo State. In December, this boy they call Sky, because the guys, they stand with the GOS, like what that this guy said, he called him and they tell him he should stop that. That is how they have been killing our people there. When they hear this person is supporting IPOB, they go for him. They kill. For that reason, we said we do not have family in Olu because we know the reason why we said it. Those that are our members, most of them, the coordinators, they are out of the state, they are out of that place, and we know them. We are still communicating with them. Officially, we are not accepting anybody say he's a coordinator. Mas, let me tell you one thing for people to understand the reasons why in some places we say we do not have coordinators. Some of the people in that axis, they became so corrupt that a coordinator, I'm not going to mention his name, a coordinator whom their family is having a problem with, a coordinator, they are having a problem with a family for over 20-something years because of land disputes. I'm saying this thing for everybody to understand. I'm a citizen here. This coordinator went and bought a drink and met one of our commanders. He came to the commander, he told him, do you see that man living in that particular place? The military are making meeting inside that family. They are planning every night. That is where they want to take off to come and attack you people where you are. And unfortunately, one of the children of that man, they say he's mentally unstable. He used to wear the military uniform, sometimes wear cap. He now bought a drink and come to one of our commanders and tell him, I've just come to pass this information to you. This night, on so date, these people will gather. If you just come there, kill all of them. Kill all of them are enemies. They are there planning how to come to attack you people. But we are under oath, and our commanders are very intelligent people. The commander, what did he do? He told him, I have heard you. I have heard you, and I have heard all you have said. Thank you so much. We are going to make investigation and know if truly the military are gathering in that place. You say, no, they are gathering. Then the commander on his own, as a trained officer, send out investigation, send out intelligent officers around 24 hours round the clock for 1 week. Both the person he described, they found out that the guy was mentally ill. Then the coordinator, after 1 week, they make all their investigation. They found out that what he has come here to do is all lies. They found out that the coordinator who came to give this information, they found out that his family and those family are having land issues over 20-something years. They want to take the land belonging to that family. Then the coordinator summoned him back, and the rest is history. He summoned him back and taught him a lesson in his life, wherever he is. He will never to dare to do such things. Mazi, when I talk about what is happening in that axis, there are many reasons why we tried our best to make sure, because a lot is happening in that place. A lot is happening. And I am sure that coordinator that told you that thing, I am sure whether he's alive or not, because there is one they call Wilson, Onye Egunam or what. He was captured. He was part of them. They are collecting money from people, say they are giving to, because they use the name that they were ITOD. They are no more in ITOD. They know the coordinators have already removed them. We do not have. Reports are there. We told them, you are no more. They don't come to meetings, and they knew. So some of them, most of you could remember Chidi Wachuku that was expelled by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra. He was the former Oluzon coordinator, Chidi Wachuku, that he was carrying our radio from one place to another, collecting money from people. As soon as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, he jumped out. They recruited him. The infiltrators recruited him. He started working for them with the coordinators, and start carrying those dubious attitude, dubious behavior that makes IPOB to sack him. He continued. So, Mazi, in your place, if you don't mind, you can still give us the name of that particular coordinator, because some of them will come there, no, I was not having telephone, no, it's a lie. If you don't mind, drop the name, tell us the particular unit. We will take this record, and him in particular, we will put him in our black book. That is very, very important for tomorrow if he's still alive. Because I know that most of them who are coordinators working with the criminals, most of them have been killed, most of them killed by the... So it is very, very important we have his name in case if he's still walking free in Biafra land.
There were Mazi. We are gradually winding down towards the end of the program, but we must continue just to pick one or two more calls. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please go on. Welcome to the program.
Professor Jonathan, thank you for taking my call.
There were Mazi. The
You're
scavenger.
speaking to a brother Buzi. Yeah, you're speaking to a brother Buzi, we know the scavenger. I'm calling from Afri Sud. Afri Sud is South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, who set up this radio Biafra, a citadel of knowledge and spirituality to educate Biafra, including prosperity. Professor Jonathan, I greet you for taking my call. I greet our GOC, commanding officer of Biafra. Thank you, Obum. Thank you, Obum, for taking my call. Professor Chukwuemeka, Professor Jonathan. In English people, they say that all works and no play makes a jack a dull boy. The reason why I speak this English is that I'm not happy when some people called or make some press started being angry, talking about one of our member or maybe DOS or anybody receiving money. I'm not, although we're fighting for freedom of Biafra, but we're not going to die before the Biafra come. If anybody think that what Chinasa Nworu is doing now is easy, let him stay there for 3 hours. First of all, Professor Jonathan, before you come in for a program, take a test and make yourself a test and see the blood pressure. After this program, you will see how many blood pressure will you add. That shows you are losing a lot. But somebody is sitting down in his bed, he don't know that our GOC is here for more than 3 to 4 hours now talking to Biafrans. And when he drank Coke, they want to know how much the Coke costs. How did he drink the Coke? Anyway, I'm against that. All works are not play makes a jack a dog boy. They must be taken care of so that they can walk and see Biafra come. They can even be healthy. We need healthy leaders, not Kwashoko leaders. Professor Jonathan, anybody who said that he is confused, or anybody who said no, he's going to donate or he's going to do anything before because our leader is in jail, that person is a mischievous. And exactly what our GOC said, he said that that person, it looks like this person, you just call him mischievous or he's a betrayer. That was saboteur. That is exactly the word the person is. Because nobody, you cannot see a leg who fall inside now and then and broke his arm, and they cover his face not to see. Now you don't even put rope to raise him up for him to come out from the dead. And you say you support him, you want him to come out. How do you want him to come out? Are you not mischievous? You are mischievous. Professor Jonathan, what else I want to talk is, I want to ask our leader, our commander, what are you doing with these people they call PG in Biafra land? Because immediately we make a statement, people were surprised. Sometimes they talk, sometimes, let me give them some dates that you have made a press release about these people, about what Nigeria government is doing, and on 17th of February, there was a press release which shows that there is nothing like IPOB ESN camp in Olo, or in Owe, or in Lekedi, or in Okiwe. So many press statements. You also made a press statement through Imapra for on 27th. Let them go and look all these press statements. But when they want to talk, it's like they are talking new thing. They don't hear. The problem is that they think they are knowledgeable. They don't want to listen to our press release. Professor Jonathan, what I want to talk again, this is harmful. You know, the PG, about 10 of them signed that they will give land to military to establish a camp in a harmful. And these people, at the same time, they also give the list of what the Nigeria government is doing. They said that due to Nigeria government have failed in all departments, Anamco is folded. And Jokuta is still really complain. Neither some Kanu 4 men rice mill. These are all the companies that are supposed to work in Biafra land that is not working. They are welcoming military. They're giving military land. To somebody by the name of David Ebon, National Secretary. Somebody like Agro Naji is their coordinator. Somebody like Samuel Bachuku. All these are they are giving land. But you can remember that the previous they have kidnapped two of our two young men, two brothers and sisters in that same IPOB give a press release and one that giving a land to the Fulanis is a killer. They are killers who are going to kill our people. What are you going to do with these people? Thank you. I'm rounding up. Thank you. What are you going to do with them? Thank you. Thank you, sir, for taking my call. Therefore, I love you. IPOB members share my blood. Bye.
There were. Now I'll pick this call, will be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Go on, please.
See Jonathan.
There were. Mazi, make it as brief as you could. You are the last caller, please.
Okay, I will. I have called for almost hours now. Thank you for picking my call. Yes, I saw a man called Abwego in Osuhitokwa. He brought somebody out with beers, the person looking haggard. And he said that he flew from Abuja to go and bring that person out from DSS custody. He now started asking the guy, do you know me? The guy said, no, I didn't know you. I didn't know you. So the guy starts narrating. He said his brother is Hilos. They call him brother Hilos. And Hilos is nowhere to be found. They say they came for Hilos. They didn't get Hilos. They now take that in brother, according to the statement. So this man called Abwego say, those people that take your brother and the people that your brother are working with, what is their name and which people are disturbing you? He said their name are Omoama. He said Omoama. He said Omoama and IPOB and ESN. The man called Abwego now forcing words into the guy, just like something the state managed, forcing word into the guy to make sure that he called IPOB to blackmail IPOB and ESN. I've saw that man more than 4 to 5 places where he's making a broadcast, making press release against IPOB. The same man and the man that are calling people from Osuhitokwa that they should come back, whether you are in Lagos, you are in abroad, you are in anywhere, that you should come back, that there is peace in their place after they went and danced in the market square. There is peace in their place, that they should come back. There's no more IPOB again. I keep on surprising about this man. I'm asking this man, I'm asking this very man, they call Abwego. I don't know his position, and I don't know who he is in that local government, but I know that he's working with the state governor or the federal government. I want to ask him for over 2 years, when people are being killing, I have never heard your voice to come to defend your people or to come to tell your people that there is peace to come back. Now that the agreement that they have with the state government, some of them did not comply, and they went there and destroyed the place. And now today you are coming out. And this IPOB leadership for more than 2 years are saying that we don't have people they call Umuama. We don't have anything Liberation Army. All these things are in the public domain, both in internet. But this very man that claimed that he's an intellectual and everything, his eyes are blind for him not to see all these things, just to call the name of IPOB. That is what I want to say, because I know he must be listening to this. We are saying, Abwego, you should resist from what you are doing. The Fulani people, let Buhari say the terrorists are misguided brothers. I don't know why you will be coming out to implicate your innocent brothers that has never done anything, that are just asking for freedom. Thank you. I stop here so far because you give me 2 minutes. Let me reserve
Mazi,
the next
thank
one.
you. Thank you very much. Mazi, this is where you're going to switch off. I'm going to switch off the phones. Mazi Nasa, please. I don't know. You can continue to making your closing remark and announcements if there is any, and other clarifications you might want to do. Please go on, Mazi.
Okay, Mazi Chinasa, thank you so much. As we come to the end of this program, I want to make some clarifications. I want to also advise our people. In conjunction with the last broadcast from the HOD over the agriculture projects, we encourage our people to go into farming to be able to. So far, we have who are saying, I have land I want to cultivate. I need a support. Let me make it very, very clear here. Before now, there is a way we do agriculture at home. Friends, young men, if you have a farm, you can also call your fellow cousins, friends to help you to do your farm and the others. But if you're an IPOB member that you are really, really going into farming, you will go into farming, we will support you by providing the seedlings for you to be able for you to carry out that agricultural program. We expect every IPOB member who is living in the community, or you have a land that can be used for farming, to make sure you take this opportunity and be part of those who will grow food during this season. Our people are giving a lot of excuses why they do not want to farm. They want to bring excuses, and we are saying there is no excuse why you should not be part of this farming revolution in our land. We want our people to take this opportunity. Like HOD said, we will come, it will be distributed. We are not saying we are going to distribute it to everybody, but we are going to look at people who have something to offer. Farms who are ready to cultivate. We are going to make sure they get some seedlings to make sure they participate during this agricultural period. One thing is this, our people should know we are talking about food. It is very, very important because of what is coming. I do not see the reason why our people will be depending food from the north. The same land we have is the same land they have. But most of our people, even people in the villages, most of our people to turn out to be beggars, like the federal government of Nigeria, because they have taught people to be. You will see if a government is begging food, begging grains from Ukraine, the same way they have turned many of our people. People at home, if you have never bring and give them, they won't do anything. People in the village will beg you money to buy pepper while they are in the villages. People in the villages will beg you money to buy okra while they are in the villages. Who is planting the one they want to go and buy? People in the villages want you to pay for them to go and buy water leaf. The ground is there for them to plant water leaf. What we are saying is that our people should make sure they take this opportunity. Own a farm. It is very, very important. Again, we don't also want people to, because of these Fulani issues, if people want to acquire land for an agriculture project, some people will bring lies. Oh, they want to give the land to the Fulani. We don't want this kind of propaganda without a solid information. To curtail those kind of things, we advise communities. We advise kindreds. If you are giving up, if you want to sell your family land, it is being done. There are people, when they build their homes, they build their businesses, they specify what they want people to trade in those places. In a modernized place, there are people, when they build their shopping malls, not everybody will be given a shop there. It will be specified, I want this fashion, I want this type of restaurant, I want this, I want that, I want pharmacy. That is what you have to imply when you are selling your community land. Specify it in the contract, specify it in the memorandum of understanding that we are selling this land to you for agricultural purposes. On no account, even if you are selling it to another third party, this land shall not be given to the Fulanis for ranching. This is very simple. That this particular land, it is for agriculture, it shall never be given for Fulani for settlement. It's not that somebody buy land, he said, I bought the land, I can do anything I want to do with the land. Do not accept. That is only where we will have problem. If people say we have come to develop, we want to use this place for agriculture, of course there may be oppositions who will say no, they want to give it to Fulani. They want Fulani people to come and take the place there. And you know, when people hear Fulani, everybody becomes gypsy. And in that, then there might be a genuine investor. There might be people that genuinely want to invest. We should not use those kind of propaganda. Instead, it is very simple, like I have said here. Tell the buyer, this land is specifically for agriculture. It is not for residential building. It is not for settlement, Ruga settlement. Make sure it is in the agreement so that nobody will go against it. Even if he's selling it to another person, that is what it should be written. That is what it should be translated. And the family and the community will keep such agreement for future references. With this, we can be able to curtail all this, because we have got cases where people genuinely come to participate in agriculture. They say, no, they want to give it to Fulani. They want to sell it after they sell to Fulani. No, let us help ourselves in all these kind of things that are happening. And finally, I want to tell our people, in as much as these criminals are being chased from Oso Ihitopa, our people should know that most of them now have run away from Oso Ihitopa and Osumo. All these criminals, and most of them are heading to some villages in Asia, in Ihiala local government, Umuham. In those bushes, Obuamoma. This is where most of them, Obuamoma village in Asia, this is where most of them are now taking refuge. People in these communities in Ihiala should be very, very careful, because the vigilantes in those places must make sure that they do not allow these criminals, because now they have chased them from Osumoru and Osihitopa. If you give them any chance to settle down, they will continue their criminal exploit. It is very, very important that the communities in Asia, in Ihiala local government, Umuhum, in the bushes of Umuhum and the Obuamoma, those villages must be very, very careful, because that is where they want to come and they settle again. It is very, very important that we make sure that everybody is very, very careful. Community should be on alert, because these criminals, they have scattered and they are looking for places to regroup. Even though the ones in Okigwe, they are all finding a way to escape. Some of them can never escape because Biafra land is holding them. They have committed abomination in the name of Biafra, in the name of IPOB, in the name of ESN, and in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Like one of our brothers said here, all these things are people the fifth columnist government are using to make sure the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming few days from now, and you can see all what they are doing. They are trying to make sure that they continue to implicate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am not those people in the school of thought who said, what can they do? What can they do? We must not neglect, we must not underrate anybody who is using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name, the name of IPOB. Some people will say it means nothing. It means a lot, because what they want to achieve with it is bigger than what you are thinking. Therefore, Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, I will be coming on air also in a couple of weeks from now, if not in the next week. But one thing is this. We must all continue to support Mazi Kanu. We must all continue to stand in unison in what we are doing. We must all continue to fight for the restoration of Biafra. One thing is sure, the leadership of IPOB are not leaving any stone unturned. All the things we have to do, we are doing it very, very diligently. Our diplomatic moves are going on. Our contacts to make sure Biafra land is protected is going on. ESN is constantly being trained and make sure they will withstand what is coming in future. One thing we know and very, very sure is this. Nigeria is heading for division. Nigeria will divide in our own generation. If we continue to fight, if we continue to push on, believing that Biafra will be restored, there is no amount of killing, there is no amount of intimidation, there is no amount of detention, or there is no amount of imprisonment that is going to stop this generation of Biafrans from restoring Biafra. People may tell you it is not possible, but in their eyes, in front of them, Nigeria is collapsing, and it is our duty to make sure they collapse finally. That evil they have planned against us, Nigeria will witness it. When Sudan was killing South Sudanese, when they gang up and kill the South Sudanese, they never believe in their life that war will befall them. They never believe in their life that they will run and become refugees in other people's country, that they will run to become refugees even in South Sudan. They never believe they will run to become refugees in Chad, in Egypt, in Saudi Arabia. When Sudan was killing the people from the south, they never believed. When Nigerian government were killing us during the 1967-1970 civil war, they never believed that today terrorism will knock at their doors. They never believed. They thought they were using it to kill Biafrans. But today, they have met their Waterloo. Terrorism will ravage the northern part of Nigeria, and the only place they can even seek refuge will be in Biafra land. I can bet you and I can tell you that it is very, very close. Nigerian government will meet what they want. The Northerners, all they have planned, all the evil they have carried out against Biafrans, they are going to reap more than what they sow. And at the end, they will see Biafra liberated. They will see the indigenous people of that contraction liberated. And they will live to tell the story. How indigenous people of Biafra fought diligently, consistently, until Biafra is restored. Umu Chineke, Ndewono. Once again, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. Ndewono Umu Chineke.
Ndewo Mazi, Biafrans and what lovers of freedom, we have come to the end of this program. Tomorrow is another day. Therefore, Biafra remains our ideology, our religion, our identity. Thank you for listening. There are many other calls that we are coming, but we couldn't take all the calls, please. We leave it for another day. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
St. Patrick's Day. 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 St. Patrick's Day.
Wow! Another St. Patrick Day is here for IPOB Island.
Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hereby invites all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom in Ireland and around the world.
As we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day Parade in County Limerick, Ireland.
Date Sunday, 17th March 2024.
Time
12 noon.
Venue
Limerick City Center. IPOB Dublin Zone Assembly Point. Red Cow Tram Station. Off Junction 9, M50/N7 exit. Gathering time 8 a.m. prompt. Departure time 9 a.m. prompt. Host
IPOB Limerick. For more information, please contact
Mazi Benjamin Anyanwo 089-249-0835. Coordinator.
Gathering Point, St. Patrick Event IPOB location number 33. Join us live here on Facebook.
Mazi Isaiah Oba, IPOB Deputy European Representative 089-264-8931. Mazi Charles Sumba, IPOB Island National Coordinator
085-14-34-454.
IPOB PRO Mazi Charles Ibebubu 087-746-3304.
IPOB Limerick Coordinator Mazi Chochi Cosmas and Ben Anyawa 089-249-0835 or 089-960-1378.
Mazi CJ Duru, IPOB Dublin Coordinator 089-959-1330. COC Coordinator Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo 085-284-2767.
IPOB Waterford Coordinator Mazi Philip 087-1659-162. IPOB Donda Coordinator Mazi Chinedu Duru 087-275-6267.
IPOB Carry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu Keke Iheme 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Signed. IPOB Carry Coordinator Mazi Ugochukwu Keke Iheme 089-955-8999. Come one, come all. Let's keep Biafra alive. Signed.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening from Abuja, the Nigerian capital. I greet you all, Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, the lovers of freedom. My name is Benjamin Nnamdi. I am an IPOB member. I was part of those that was in detention with our leader Mazi Kanu in Kuje prison, from DSS dungeon to Kuje prison, between 2015 to 2018. That is when I got my freedom. Now, I went to visit our leader today. Finally, I succeeded in meeting him one-on-one. I met the great man, the prophet of our time, the greatest man that God have created in Alibo. That is Nnamdi Kanu. A man of wisdom, a man of integrity. I sat with him today. He blessed me. In fact, I'm happy to receive the blessing from this exceptional human being. I glorify God, the creator of heaven and earth, Chukwu Okike Abiama, for giving us this gift. as Onigbo. Nnamdi Kanu is a special gift. Special gift. In the next 100 years, there will be none like him. He's a great man. Upon all the stumbling blocks, today I succeeded in meeting him. I blessed today. And I thank our able barrister, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, for making it possible. Today is a new day. Now, I will go to our mother tongue in Igbo language to speak to our people. Maka se ndebe anyị soro onye fụrụ ọjị kpara ya nkụ maka na adịghị arịa ọjị kwada. Ọ ihe mere taa. Mela Walida nwere anyị kpara ezigbo nkata today. Ọ gwakwana m ebe ya bụ ibu si anyị ya. Ọkwa anyị nwala asịla anyị bụ his followers. Ọkwa anyị nwa le claim la anyị chọrọ Biafra to liberate our people. Ọkwa anyị nwa ji onye isi. Ọkwa anyị nwa ji onye isi ebe ọ nọ. Ọkwa ndị Igbo ji onye isi ebe ọ nọ. Ke bụ okwu ma gwa ụnụ. Tinye na fridge. It's a reality. Onye nduziri m ozi ka nzi ụnụ. Number 1 bụ ndị na-eji afa ya nwa eme fundraising. Ndị na-use IPOB eme fundraising. Ndị na-use ESN eme fundraising. Onye isi ese ngwa ụnụ kwụsị. Ụnụ kwụsị. Ụnụ emebizili ihe ndị mmadụ ji ọbara ha wee kwụ ụgwọ for past 10 years. Ọ sị ngwa ụnụ, especially ndị ala emesi catcom, ndị ala egbu ndebe anyị, ndị a na-ana moto lee kidnap ndị Igbo la nara ha ransom. Ngwa ụnụ, especially ndị ala emesi catcom, ndị ala egbu ndebe anyị, ndị a na-ana moto lee kidnap ndị Igbo la nara ha ransom. Ngwa ụnụ, especially ndị ala emesi catcom, ndị ala egbu ndebe anyị, ndị a na-ana moto lee kidnap ndị Igbo la nara ha ransom. Ụbọchị ọbụla ọbara onye Igbo gbarala ala, I forget ya because of Biafra, I forget ya Biafra. Ọ sị nju unu meseji rile o nyere unu for 10 years. Ọ pụtara unu aghọta ya bụ meseji. Kee ka anyị ga-esi mepe ụzọ, mepere ndị iro ụzọ, ndị iro abataba anyị na-eme nke sọrọ ha. Onye isi isi ka ngwa unu adịkwa ama ihe ama. La the whole people nọ na detention na DSS headquarters. La ndebe anyị dị 80% in the whole population ihe nọ there. Ka ihe ka ọsọrọ ya. Dozu ji afọ ya atụ asị. Dozu la na moto na-ekenapụ ndị Igbo. Ndị na-ekpe ikpe ala. Ndị na-ekpe ikpe community. Ndị ga-mepesi akampụ n'ime community n'ala Igbo. Laza ESN. Laza ụmụọma. Ọ sị ngwa unu la the crime unu la commit. Lord, because of crime unu la commit ka ọ na-eme ndị Nigeria security forces bịa be anyị Hadiabani Hala because Mazi youth, Mazi working in Hammer, like to the DSS headquarters because they want to prove to the government that Hala Mono open the committee fa Hadiafon. Awesome Bono. No now post again. They will live with a Boguson chat. Let the brand the banner 7 times every day. Call it brand the banner 7 times every day. Call it brand the whole Biafrans 7 times every day. Les achats pour nous.